Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi everybody, welcome back to another morning. Another beautiful day in Southern Ontario. It's Wednesday, November 19th. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Apologies. There's a possibility that there's a bit of glitchiness that usually happens right at the beginning of our stream every morning, but it sorts itself out, and if it hasn't happened, then great. So beautiful. Candace. Yeah, you are, girl. I will say I'm still struggling. Can you tell? I'm not doing great. I'm trying my best today to just do and pretend like I'm not doing not well. But last night I had like a full anxiety meltdown again, which is so fun. I was feeling really depressed, like really depressed, where I was just like a loser. I don't know another way. I was very not in a good headspace yesterday, and Alex was just very gentle with me. He said, let's go for a walk. I started crying. He said, it's okay, we can go. And I said, I'm wearing my pajamas already. And he said, I'll wait for you to get changed, or you could just wear your pajamas. Let's just go for a walk. So I got changed. We went for a walk. I felt better after coming home from the walk, so it did help. But yikes, I'm feeling low, let me tell you. I have my brain is not on my team right now, which is such a bummer to have your number one bully living inside your head. And Alex and I had a conversation about it where he was like, these are just feelings. These are not the truth, and they're not the feelings you usually have about yourself. So the feelings will pass. And I'm like, or maybe I'm just aware. Maybe now I actually see everything clearly. And actually I am fully just becoming aware that I'm actually just a bad person who does bad things and who is bad. And Alex, of course, said, do you think that if you were a bad person, you would just discover it at 35? And I was like, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what you want from me. So that's where we're at. That's the fun that I'm having right now, is that my mental health is... But I have a coffee. I took my meds. I haven't had any breakfast yet because I had to take an antibiotic an hour ago, and I'm waiting until an hour. Apparently you have to take this antibiotic and not eat. So I'm waiting until that, but I did have a glass of water and now I'm having coffee. So it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. This is how far I got on the sleeve. I used up the whole second ball of yarn right up to the end. And this is how long the sleeve is right now. Sleeve number 1. And it's for Alex, so it's gonna need to be a whole other ball of yarn long, which means that the body of the sweater is not going to be able to be made out of that red, but I think it just means that I'm going to make the sleeves first. I think. So should we start the second sleeve, or should we just continue on the first sleeve? Because I kind of want to stop here and then start the second sleeve, so at least we have like 2 of the same, but I used a smaller needle size at the beginning of this one. And I have it already set up for myself. And I know I started with 38, so that's what I'm gonna start with for the second sleeve. I also put this basket here because the birds were landing on it when it was on the shelf. It doesn't even have anything in it right now. So I put it down here so that they might land on it. Let me just put something in it to incentivize them to come hang out. I got these little things for them. Technically they're for like bunnies and gerbils and stuff, but it's all edible flowers and leaves that have been air dried and then Ziploc or vacuum sealed. And I looked at what was in the ingredients, and they're all things I can find. So I'm going to try and do this next summer for the birds so that they're just pre-portioned little mess-making kits. For bunnies and rabbits, they eat this, but the birds just love tearing them apart. And they're pretty, which is fun. Look what I got for you, Bee. See? Sorry, that's Gary. Look what I got for you, Gary. You want to try it? Want to take a bite? I know you want to take a bite. You want to take a bite of my hand. Yeah. Look, I put it over here. I'll grab the little clip so I can put it up high for you. Maybe I'll put it a little lower so you can sit there. There you go. Enjoy. And then how about some seeds? You want some seeds in there too? I'll put some seeds. Ooh, I have a better idea. How about hot peppers? Is this your new foraging area? Did I just create a solution? I think I need to put a paper towel at the bottom so that none of the stuff falls through. Just a sec. I know, you're so excited about this. You make loving you easy. See what I got in here for you? Yeah, the grass seeds, the hot pepper. I know you like those. See, hot pepper. Put those in there for you. Oops. Knocked off your little chew toy there. Please hold. Right, Toby, please hold. You being a good boy? Yeah. Toby's always a good boy. Hold on. Just hold on. Alright, there's some treats and toys. And what else have I got here for you? You want some kibble and sunflowers? There you go. Happy girl, happy boy. Drop some on the floor, that's fine. And then how about everybody's favorite, da 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 da. I know you like those ones. I'll put one in there for you, and I'll put one in there for Gary. And now everybody can be nice and happy and get along, okay? Okay, thank you. Let's see if that incentivizes them to come hang out. Feeling the same. I think we are all fine, just fine. We hear you and we feel for you. Thanks, Candace. Me too, for you. Morning, Louisa. How are the girls? Indeed. How are they? Look at those birdies. They are in a violent headspace. My hands are just covered in cuts and bruises right now from these dang birds. And why have I not learned my lesson? Couldn't tell you. I just keep trying to get them to love me. They do love me. They're just not good at not biting me, you know? There we go. Oh, we got 2 birdies. That's so fun. Well, you could just stay here. You don't have to go over there. That's why I put it over here, was so that you could hang out with us. Dumb. Oh, I watched the mouse clip. I've watched it a few times now, and it doesn't seem to get old. I think it's funny every time. Engage with your audience. New members only live stream. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just got a notification from YouTube while on YouTube. Hold on a sec. Look at these happy birds. It's fantastic. Yeah, I feel like it's a good high quality clip to have. And while I'm rewatching it, I'm like, you're so dumb. Everyone in the chat is going, this is a bad idea. And Alex, this is a bad idea. And my own mind, this is a bad idea. Did it stop me? Nah. Okay, so for knitting, I've just set up my other camera here so that you can see my casting on and whatnot. Pull you over here. Try and move the mic a little out of the way. Then I'll come here. So I used a 4.5 millimeter set for most of it, but at the beginning I was using a 3.5 millimeter set so that the purple cuff would be nice and snug and tight because the yarn is so much fatter. So I don't know if that's true, but it's what my brain told me to do, so that's what I did. and that's on period. I don't know who says that, but it's been in my vocabulary lately. Julia and I have both been saying it to each other, and that's on period. For anything. I'm pretty sure it's like old. I'm pretty sure it's like an old thing. I don't think it's new and trendy, and that's on period, but I'm an old person now. Did you know? All right, so we're going to cast on 30 with a long tail. Start with my slip knot. It's fantastic. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh too. Silly mouse. Ugh, my hair is so frizzy. I even put gel in it before I blow dried to try and have it all go in the directions I want. It just didn't. That mouse episode is just a true. That's a Laura move. It is. All right, so there's 1, 2. Sorry, I have to count to 38. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'll just do this because it's casting on and you guys can watch the birds. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Something adorable happened last night while I was cooking dinner. The birds were all up in my face and I was thawing some tilapia in the sink because I forgot to take it out. And Beelzebub was like, but the water's running cold into the sink. That's where I go in the sink. And I was like, I know, but there's like fish in the sink, so like you can't bathe in that. And she was like, I don't understand. I'm going to try. So what I did was I had the water running to fill the sink a little bit so that the tilapia could thaw in water. Then I put a mason jar into the sink, empty, and then I put a bowl on top of the mason jar. And then I filled that bowl with water so that the water was filling the bowl, overflowing from the bowl, and then going into the sink. And the tilapia was in vacuum sealed bags anyway. So I wasn't really concerned about like bird feathers getting near my food. So 21, 22, 23, also 24, 1 second, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, let me just finish my thing, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, I have no math for a long tail cast on, 35, 36, 37, and 38. So anyway, I basically created like a infinity fountain for the birds in the sink while I was like cutting up vegetables and getting dinner put together. And they were so happy. I put this rectangular, it wasn't a bowl, it's like a casserole dish, I guess, but it's clear glass and it's about this big. And I don't even know what you would be making in a casserole dish this big, maybe if you're cooking for 1 or 2. But anyway, it's a glass casserole dish this big, and it's about this deep. And Beelzebub went right into the whole middle. Usually they just sit on the edge and like dip into it to get wet for their bath. Beelzebub went into it because it wasn't deep, and she like opened her wings in the water underneath the tap. And it was so cute. And Gary was like, what is happening? You can't swim, you're a bird. It was so funny. Last night for dinner we had tilapia, which I had gotten on a very, very steep discount, and then Alex vacuum sealed it and froze it, which is now my new favorite thing in the world because I'm not buying tilapia regularly. I don't know about you guys, but all animal product food is so expensive. So like we get eggs every week. I'm thinking animal products. We get eggs every week. We keep butter on hand. And then other than that, like we don't have milk in the house or cream. We don't use that stuff, so we don't have it. And then other than that, it's just meat. And I've been partial to fish lately. So we've been eating a lot more trout and tilapia and perch and salmon. tilapia, trout, perch, salmon. I think that's it. And shrimp. Those are like our main fish foods. And I've really been enjoying having, like, we usually do 2 meatless days a week and 1 pork day a week and 1 beef day a week. I don't think we've had chicken in a couple weeks now. I have chicken in the freezer. I've just not been interested in cooking it. So we haven't eaten chicken in a couple weeks, but we've eaten fish like once or twice a week for the last couple of months. And it makes me feel so bougie because I never used to like eating fish because the fish that I was eating was like white bassa, frozen fillets, not seasoned or anything. Whereas what I'm buying now is I go to the Real Canadian Superstore, which is one of the grocery stores where we are, and they have often really good in-store specials on food. Not in the flyer, not available, just like, here, all of our, we got a new shipment of salmon, so all the salmon that we had before we're putting out the new shipment is 80% off. So then I'll buy like $40 worth of salmon, which is $120 worth of salmon, and then Alex portions it up and freezes it individual serving sizes. And I love doing that. And now it's like my favorite thing that we have, that we do. And it makes me feel like my freezer is stocked, and it makes me feel like all of it's portioned according to like what Alex and I eat. So as opposed to freezing an entire like family-sized pack of ground beef, we're freezing 1 dinner's worth of ground beef for 2 of us. I don't know. It just feels very nice and organized in my freezer right now. I will be honest with you. There's part of my freezer that feels also really nice because Thunder and Rohan are no longer in my freezer. So if you're new here, my dog died January of last year, and I planned on getting him articulated by a taxidermist. And before you can get them to the taxidermist, they have to remain frozen or else they will begin to rot, because while your pet is an animal while it's alive, as soon as it's dead, it's meat, if you think about it. And while that may be really gross to think about, it's true. So if you have a dead animal, it's going to start to rot. So we vacuum sealed Thunder. First, I wrapped him in a cotton shroud, and then I kind of packaged him up like a gift in a shroud. So he was very tightly wrapped in there, and then he went into a like a fabric bag, and then he went into the zip bag or the vacuum seal bag. Anyway, the point is he was about the size of a rabbit, and Rohan was about the size of a very large rabbit. So I had 2 large dead animals in my freezer for a period of time, and it was taking up a lot of our freezer space. And we don't have a deep freeze. We just have like the fridge freezer. So there was not a lot of room in there. And also, Alex and I didn't really want to use the freezer for our food while our pets were in the freezer. It felt sacrilege. So anyway, now they're not in the freezer, which is super, which means that we get to use our freezer again. And I just yesterday was enjoying how organized the freezer looks, because after the animals were removed from the freezer, I cleaned it. I did a deep clean. I like washed the whole inside with hot cleaners, hot water and cleaner. Knit, purl, knit. It's hard to do this first round because the round is too long for how it's tight, is the point. Anyway, Sid, I'm bad. Forgive bad typos. I had to unplug my keyboard so I could charge my phone. No problemo, Sid. Nice to see you. I'm glad Susie's okay. I'm sorry she did have to get surgery, but I'm glad she's okay, and I'm glad you guys are being so gentle with her. I remember when you got her, and now she's just for sure your guys' baby, which I love. Okay, knit, purl, right? You a knit or you a purl? You're a purl. Sometimes it's hard when I'm not paying attention. It's easier after the first round because you can see the knit or the purl, so you know what you're supposed to do. But the first round, you're just making it up. So there is no way to know except by counting your stitches. Knit. Ugh, it's also so snug because of how this cable is too long for this. I don't have a shorter cable. This is the shortest one. Knit. Pearl. Yeah, we're in the throes of recovery stuff. She's all zooted on meds and just lots of keeping eyes on her. All zooted on meds. Poor baby. I'm glad she's been cured. Interestingly, Peekaboo has now been on a diet for a month at least, because Rohan died October 1st, and we just let her eat the rest of his food, and then we switched her to diet food. And she's now been on a diet for, I'm gonna say it's been a month. I don't know if it's really been a month, but I feel like it has. And I don't know if she's losing weight, but I believe she is, because she has this fatty tumor, which is not a worry. It's just a fatty tumor. It's already been checked out. And since she started being on the diet, she's gotten maybe skinnier, but her tumor, or her fatty, whatever they call it, I think, okay, first of all, Beelzebub, you're eating hot peppers, and now you're adding those to my water. So I'm going to take a drink, and I'm going to get burned. Do you understand? Do you even care about me? You're so cute, though. And Kiwi was then a total nightmare to her, with her buttons all night. Oh. She didn't poop out back last night, apparently, so she made a mess in the kennel with her cone, and I woke up at 10:30 to my mom cleaning everything. It was a rough night. Ugh. Ew, poop in a kennel with a cone, so she can't even, like, be aware of where her feet are, and she's zooted. That sucks for everybody. Don't glitch during story time, and that's a rule that we should have here. All right, now that the bird's gone, we can go back to this. Don't glitch during story time. I know, right? Knit, purl, right? Knit, purl, knit. It's gonna be less snug after we finish the first round. It'll slide a lot easier around. It just is so ugly looking the first round, just because of how slow I have to move and how, like, snug everything is. Oh, also yesterday, while I was having a meltdown, as Alex was he was just being very gentle with me because I'm, like, you know, back to Pika and Fatty, losing weight. I think she's losing weight, yes. Okay, so I'll tell you the other stuff after. I think she's losing weight because she has this, like, fatty tumor, and it's about the size of, I don't know, like a big marble. Not the big, huge, like, jawbreaker marbles, but like a marble like that. Like the size of a quarter, if you spun a quarter, the sphere that you would get, it's about that size. And at first, worried about it, vet basically said, it's just not a threat to her, it's just a fatty tumor. And I said, how do you know? And the vet said, because that's what it is. You could just see it. And they said, we can excise it, but, like, it's kind of unnecessary because it's not impeding her. It's, like, on her back. Like, you know where cats' hip bones are? It's, like, above one of her hip bones. Anyway, so she's not in any pain, and it's not dangerous to her. So we decided not to excise it. And the vet said, you can always change your mind in the future if it gets big and starts, like, becoming a problem for her. Like, if it, for example, if it started to impede any of her range of motion, which it is not because it's literally small and it's on her back. But anyway, it feels like fat, and it feels like a round ball of fat on her back. As she's been losing weight, which I don't know that she is, but I believe she is, because she's been on a diet. She is eating literally half portions of diet food. So her food is, like, overweight cat food, and she's eating half the quantity of what she used to eat of her full-fat cat food. So she's literally eating, like, a quarter of what she used to eat. She's angry about it, don't get me wrong. Like, she's not happy to be on a diet, but I am wanting her to be around forever, and if being fat is going to make her less around forever, then I will starve her for her own good, because I will not lose another cat ever again. I will not put any more animals down. No, none of my pets will ever die again, because I'm going to prevent it. My therapist basically said that that's what anxiety is. Nobody around me will get hurt or die, because my actions help prevent it. Or OCD. Maybe it's OCD, she said. Anyway, I was like, I don't have OCD, but I do save my family with my actions all the time. No, I'm not that bad about it anymore. But when I had bad anxiety, that used to be my, like, the way my brain digested things, was I would be like, if you don't text your mom today, she'll die, and it's your fault. That kind of vibe. Love that for me. Don't get that kind of anxiety. If you have the opportunity to choose your anxiety, choose your fighter, I would say don't choose the one that makes you think that your actions impact anyone, because they don't. Sid, as someone with OCD, you might have OCD. Sid, no, I just have powers. It's different. See, you may have those thoughts and it doesn't do anything. But see, when I have those thoughts, it's because I can save everyone with my actions. I'm not so much that way anymore, but I truly, truly, genuinely used to have this fear. First of all, I'm going to use the word unalive. I used to have the fear that when I would leave someone, didn't matter if we had a good time or not, but it wasn't a fear. It was the knowledge. So that's why it's scary, because it's not the knowledge, but it is. Like someone could be like, that's not going to happen. And you'd be like, I know. It is though. So, I used to have this super fun one where anytime I left anybody that I cared about, I truly believed, no, I knew that they were going to unalive themselves. Nobody in my life is suicidal. I've never had someone who I love dearly unalive themselves. I've never had someone who I love dearly threaten to unalive themselves. That's not part of my story. So I don't know where this worry came out from, but it was like years before I understood what anxiety was and before I had even sought help. It was a years-long thing of me really, truly knowing when I leave, this might be the last time I see them. And not just because an accident will happen because I did something, but because they are going to take their own life and I could have prevented it. So I always had to prevent it. Which that's not real. I could not prevent that. My actions had nothing to do with that. Then I got on anti-anxiety meds and I was like, wait a second. You're telling me that's crazy? I thought I was saving everyone, but I'm just being crazy? And then, of course, the therapist said, well, we don't like to use the word crazy. And I'm like, right, but you're saying that it's literally not real. And I know that also. That's what's so stupid about it, is that I remember one time around Christmas, a few years ago, my dad decided not to come with us to my grandpa's house. We were all going over to my grandpa's house to wish him a Merry Christmas. He was still living at home at the time. And so we had our Christmas time at my parents' house. And then my family, except for my dad, decided to go to see my grandpa for Christmas. My dad was at the farm. He just didn't come. There was no thing. It was just, I'm not coming. It wasn't like, I'm not coming because. Anyway, the entire time we were gone, I knew we were going to arrive home to my dad dead. I knew it. I called him 60 times while we were not there. He didn't answer because he was dead in my head. And then my sister said, Dad never carries his phone. And I said, I know that, but we're not there. And he's at home. And we left him. It was Christmas Day. We left him on Christmas. And she said, we didn't leave him on Christmas. He's cleaning up the breakfast we had, and we're going to visit Grandpa. And I was like, We left Dad alone on Christmas. And I remember being like, that's it. We're coming home. And that's what we're going to find. And we arrived back to the farm, and he came out of the garage, smiling and waving. And I had been in a full, I couldn't even visit with my grandpa. I had to sit in like a separate room because I was hyperventilating because I knew he was dying and he wouldn't pick up his phone. And then I said, why didn't you pick up your phone? And he said, oh, why did you call? I don't even have my phone. And I was like, And that was the winter that I got on anti-anxiety pills. If the crazy person is using the word crazy, I think it's fine. I 100% agree. If a crazy person is saying crazy things and knows they're crazy. I don't know. I think that if you're making fun of someone and calling them crazy, that's one thing. But if you're calling your own thoughts crazy, I don't think that that's an insult to like mentally unwell people. I'm not trying to be like insulting anybody. It's just, I can call myself crazy when things that I think and do are crazy. Anyway, I'm not in that kind of an anxious state, but because I now am medicated, but I'm still having I'm more in the like depressed, anxious place right now as opposed to just anxious. It's like anxious and guilt is what I have. Anxious and disappointment in self, that sort of vibe. It's super fun, really great, super cool to have around. It's like this feeling like I don't deserve anything that I have or get, So it's like I will say, oh, I'm hungry. What should I have for lunch? And then my brain will go, you don't deserve to eat. And then I go, okay, that's just a feeling. Could you not? And then I say, I think I'm going to have coffee. And then my brain will go, that's wasteful. You've already had coffee today. The coffee's empty. You're going to make a whole other pot. That's so wasteful. Alex isn't going to have coffee. Literally, like, my brain just basically tries, it's a bully. It's just a bully. And when I tell Alex about the things my brain is saying, he says, seems hard up there right now. I go, yeah. And he goes, those are a lot of things. And I go, mm-hmm. And then he goes, well, and we were on our walk yesterday. We went for probably an hour, just walking around neighborhoods near where we live. I was on and off crying the whole time. And I don't know how to explain how perfect Alex is for me, except for to show it through this example. He wasn't coddling me. He wasn't going, honey, oh, baby girl, sorry. He just held my hand and continued our conversation. He'd ask me a question. Through blubbering tears, I would answer his question. And he didn't even act like I was crying. We were just talking while I was going like, the whole walk. I was literally, the whole walk. And he's just going, oh, look, they put up Christmas decorations. Which one's your favorite? And then I would go like, the reindeer. And he would go, I like the Olaf better. I would go like, Olaf's cute too. Literally the whole time I was crying. And the whole time he didn't, like, we stopped a few times so that he could hug me so that I could cry a little harder because my brain is broken. But most of the time, he just didn't even acknowledge me crying. And I would go, I'm sorry. I apologize too much while I'm sad. I'm sorry. It's fine. You're not, or I would say, like, I'm so sorry. And he would be like, nothing to be sorry for. You didn't do anything. Just vibes. He knows exactly how to handle all of the different crazies I have in a way that does not escalate it, and in a way that, like, doesn't make it a whole thing. Like, I feel like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. And Alex is like we ended up going into a store, and I was like, I'm not going in, I'll just wait outside. I have tears all over my face. And he was like, I don't think anyone will notice. Like, he just doesn't care about, he only cares about me. I don't know. What every autistic needs, a fellow autist, just being understanding and not making a thing about the upset. Yeah, Alex does not make a thing about the upset. The upset is happening, but it's not because of he doesn't have to apologize for something. He doesn't have to fix anything. He just has to, like, let my feelings all finish. And then at the end, we got home, I brushed my teeth, we watched something, and then we went to bed. And I woke up this morning feeling pretty much fine. But, like, last night I was not okay. And all night he was going, like he was assuring me that there was nothing wrong. He wasn't saying there's nothing wrong, why are you upset? He was saying, we're okay. We are strong. I love you more than anyone in the world. So you are absolutely loved. Because I'm like, nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I'm going to the garden to eat worms. And he's like, we're strong. Our relationship is really good right now. We're having a good fall. Like, he goes over all the things that are good, and he goes over all the ways that our relationship is okay. Because when I'm in that state, I go like, do you even like me? Why are you still with me? Are you sure you like me? And then he goes, Laura, it's been like 15 years. I promise I still like you. Do you know that song, by the way, Candy? Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going to the garden to eat worms, yum, yum. Long, slim, slimy ones, short, fat, juicy ones, itsy bitsy, fuzzy, wuzzy worms. Anyway, so, it's a song. When we used to be pouty and grumpy, my mom would sing that song at us. I had a full meltdown last night because Kiwi started spamming food when I was 30 minutes late into struggling with my first round of socks, and my dad was babbling all night and work was awful, and so I get it. Oh my god, I haven't heard that one in forever. Is it a one? I don't even know. I've never heard it outside of my mom saying it. Like, outside of us in my family saying it, I've never heard it. I've never heard anyone else, like any other person my age. It was just something my mom always said. Just like when my grandma was teaching me R, I had a speech impediment when I was younger because I was deaf. So I couldn't say R or S, and it was very not a vibe. And my grandma used to sing, "The red, red robin goes bob, bob, bobbing along." And is it from something? I don't know. Was it just my grandma making a tune for me to practice my R's? Maybe. Couldn't tell you. And that's how I feel about the Worm song. My mom said she was teaching it to Alistair, and I was like, why are you teaching him that? That's such a bummer of a song. Like, nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Don't teach him that. And then she was like, it's a song about a frog. I was like, what are you talking about? The only part I know about it is, nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going to the garden to eat worms, yum, yum. Long, slim, slimy ones, short, fat, juicy ones, itsy bitsy, fuzzy, wuzzy worms. Or like, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? And now Alistair calls anybody who has short hair, like my dad is like thinning old man hair, and he says Grandpa is Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy used to be a clown statue. I don't know what Fuzzy Wuzzy is. I don't know anything. I only know the things that I've been taught in the context that I've been taught. I never researched further. So Fuzzy Wuzzy, it's Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? And yet Fuzzy Wuzzy was a ceramic, or what's it called, porcelain clown at my grandpa's house. And whenever we'd go to his house, he'd say, oh, there's Fuzzy Wuzzy. My grandpa had a lot of like weird little idiosyncrasies that made it fun for kids. Said, I learned it like, nobody likes me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Okay, nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I'm going to the garden to eat worms. Yum, yum. It's a common-ish kid song. There you go. The things I don't know. I only know it in my family. So it's common, sure, but it never made it into any of the people that I knew except my family. Thanks for being here today, guys. Sorry I'm kind of a bummer. And sorry that I'm kind of like venting all the time forever, and that's just who I am, but thank you for tolerating me. 'Cause I am borderline intolerable. So that's that for that. I was saying to Alex, because he was like, you're awesome. And I was like, I don't feel awesome. And then I was saying to Alex, I don't think I felt awesome in I'm depressed. So I could have felt awesome right before getting depressed. Who's to say? It feels like I have not felt awesome about myself in a very long time. And I used to like just create stuff because I wanted to and not because YouTube wants me to. And I haven't done that in a while. I've been just working, like making it a work thing, as opposed to like I used to be sewing and doing all this stuff. So I said to Alex, I think I'm going to try and put in a little bit more energy on the like creating, excuse me, for myself rather than just crochet. I think I need to like just make things and like do art and not do it for any reason, so that I can feel awesome about myself again. Because sometimes when I make really cool shit, I feel awesome about myself. I just haven't done that in a while, so. Hey there, Rebecca. Good morning. I'm here, just not chatty, I guess. But that's all right. You don't always have to be chatty, you know? Ugh. Just don't forget to click the thumbs up button. That goes for all of you, even if you're not hanging out in the actual live chat. If you're watching now or later, click the thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow, and you're already here. So you might as well. It's free. Click it. What are you doing? Already liked. Thanks. Appreciate you. So that's what's up with me. Oh, also, you want to hear something nice? And I said maybe that's something also triggering me, because I didn't know what was upsetting me yesterday. I was just having a meltdown that lasted like 6 hours. It was not a good time. I woke up this morning like hungover from sadness vibes. But anyway, yesterday was our 9-year anniversary. But Laura, I thought you said you've been together almost 15 years. It's been 9 years since he asked me to marry him. 9 years ago yesterday, Alex asked me to marry him. Go watch that vlog. We have a vlog. You know what? I think I should link it into the live stream today. Don't you think? 9 years ago today, Alex asked me to marry him. Now let's go find that link. My baby is 12 weeks old. Oh my God, 3 months? It's such a cool vlog. I think so too. Now let's search Laura and Alex proposal, November 18th. Let's see, did you get it? Alex and Laura proposal. Okay, that's already, that's a good. How are there that many things above us in that? I'm just gonna go into, it wouldn't be in my channel, would it? Laura and Alex vlogs? Because that's a whole separate thing. Laura and Alex vlogs? What did we call ourselves? I think it was just Laura and Alex. Laura and Alex. There we go, there's us. Unfortunately, there's another Laura and Alex on YouTube. Ah, she said yes. Stop. Do you think it could handle us watching it? Probably not. Do you want to watch a vlog with me? How can we get the audio to happen? That's a question. I'm going to mute the music audio. Okay. Wait, maybe I can do like this. Hold on, hold on. I might be able to find a way. Just, you guys just breathe. Everybody just calm down. Okay. Then if we open, maybe we can make this happen. Like that. Oh, look at my baby Alex. Isn't he so cute? He's just a baby there. Look, he's already got a beard. 8 years ago. That beard disappeared and then came back and then disappeared and then came back. Gosh, he's so cute. Okay. Let's see. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, deep emotions and big feelings. And then communication, Mercury is in retrograde. Lol, it's like, here, have overstimulation. Appreciate it. I can't stop talking. I can't stop myself talking about her. Sorry, not story. Don't be sorry. You deserve to talk about her. You literally made a person. I think that just out of principle, you ought to talk about her all the time. 12 weeks ago, a human child erupted from my body. That's what you should say. Okay, so there's Laura and Alex. Good. Very cute. Everything's adorable. Now, let's see if we can do it with audio. Tell me if it's terrible, okay? Good morning. It's 9:40. Should be at work at 10. Look at that hair. I have a job interview today. I didn't get that job. Oh, that is so skippy. Is it awful? Louisa, my in-laws are here. Yay me. Yay. Okay, let's see where it starts. Oh yeah, I had no idea, which is so funny because now looking back at all the things Alex did, it's silly that I didn't know. I made dinner. Alex was like, let's have like a candlelit dinner tonight. And I was like, oh my God, on our month anniversary? That's so cute. Happy anniversary. Thank you. It's the month anniversary. It's not our anniversary. Our anniversary is May 18th. November 18th is 6 months. So he asked me to marry him when we were 5.5 years together. So there. So here's the dinner.
Vegetable stuff, potatoes, turnips,
cabbage, and carrots because I was craving like.
Look how skinny she is.
And mushrooms because they're good.
Look how much skinnier I was. Can I be skinny like that again? Look at, she's so happy. She doesn't even know. She literally doesn't even know. In this moment, I didn't know that he was going to propose. I really didn't. Like, I didn't figure it out way a while later. Like, in the evening.
Alex, this is so nice.
Right? Oh my gosh. He's so excited because he's about to ask me to marry him, and I'm excited because I'm like, he did such a sweet thing for our anniversary, our month anniversary.
This is like exactly how it was in my head. It's nice when you plan it and then.
He said it's exactly how it was in my head. It's nice when you plan it.
Oh.
He's saying it's nice. I planned it perfect. He's talking about proposing to me. I'm talking about a nice dinner. Oh gosh.
I don't even want to film it. What could it be?
So this is me, literally, I'm trying to explain to you, in this moment, I am confused because he's giving me a gift. We don't do gifts on our month anniversary. So I'm telling you, in truth, I knew we were going to get married already, but I had no idea. Like, I don't know how to explain. Look at 154 views also. I had no idea. So then he gave me...
Alex, really? Yeah. You shouldn't have done this.
You can see I'm a little ticked. I say, Alex, really? You shouldn't have done this. Because he bought me the perfume that I like. And then he bought me makeup that I like. And that was like hundreds of dollars of things where I'm like, come on. I meant your engagement anniversary. But yeah, I follow. Also, Alex is too adorable in that video. Yes, because he's just with me. Look at his shaved face.
It's not even a real anniversary.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. Ugh.
It's not even our real anniversary. What are you doing?
Oh, it smells so good.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That's so sweet.
This was a perfume that we chose together that he really liked the smell of and I really liked the smell of, and then we didn't buy it because it was like $100 or something. And then I said, that was so sweet. Why did you do that? So he bought me my favorite perfume. And anyway. You're my favorite person in the whole world. Even back then, I already knew it and I already said it.
So this one
Yeah.
is a little bit small.
Uh-huh. New York.
Yeah. So you know how like
Okay, so do you see? Hold on. Do you see this right here? This box? It says New York. It currently holds all of my pencil crayons, but it was what he put the ring in. I forgot.
we've been talking about change and whatever.
Yeah.
He said lots of things, but we cut that out so that it was ours.
The moment here. This is what I have now. We're going to have some champagne to celebrate. Ready? Are you ready?
We still have the label for that and the lid. And he got champagne.
Stuff is yellowish.
I want to call my mom and my dad.
Remember how I was saying like I was ring shopping?
Now, what's shaking you?
Я сегодня proposed to Laura, and I proposed today.
Alex asked me to marry him.
Oh my god! Oh, way to go.
There's Thunder. Look at my baby Thunder. Oh no. I forgot that he was there the whole time too. Oh, I miss him so much. Look at how sweet my baby doggy is. Oh no, my brain is not healthy.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Laura, I'm exciting! Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations! Oh my god! Did you yeah?
Obviously, I said yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Alright. Oh, I love you, I'm so happy!
Me too.
Oh, that's awesome, Laura. Way to go. Oh my god. Wait a minute, does that mean you have a ring on your finger? That's great, congratulations!
Thank you.
It's been in planning for like a while, and it happened. So like it's a big deal. Like it's a big deal.
It's well, obviously it's a big deal. It's like the last time I'll ever say yes to someone asking me to marry them.
Did you say?
No,
Love
to
you,
us.
baby. To our
The coolest couple I know. Do I have to look like a wife now?
Oh, so cute. That made me feel sad and happy. Oh god, I miss Thunder so much. Oh, I just watched our engagement video.
Nice.
It was really cute. I forgot I wanted to grab the link though. so I have to go back and find it again. I also cried because Thunder's on my lap the whole time. My mental health is mental healthing. Literally the coolest couple I know. Thank you. I agree. I think Alex is the coolest. Ooh. Alex, my feelings.
Yeah,
What about my feelings?
they're there.
Yeah. She said yes. There we go. Now I can get the link so that everybody can see it. It's very cute. It's very high quality video. I'm going to just put it in the description of today's live so that you guys can watch it if you want to on your own time. Okay, please hold. There. Now I've saved it, so everybody can go watch that on their own time if they would like to. Oh, I miss my Chihuahua. I miss my little Thunder. He is literally... Oh my god, did you guys just watch me do all of that? That was an accident. Losing Hunter is still fresh. And hello. And losing Rohan came too fast behind it. Oh, Thunder. It's going to take time. I still get really upset some days missing Shadow. Grief sucks. Grief does suck. Grief is not my favorite time. I've definitely had better times not being grieving, you know? Like, if I could just, like, not have death animals. Death animals. It's a marriage. It's a marriage. But it's French because it's... What was the brand? La Marriage. Hey, Alex. I don't remember the brand. I'm looking at it in my head. It's gold. I love it. It's a good perfume. It's very nice. It smells very pretty. Looks great on me. Looks great. Smells great on me. I didn't realize perfume doesn't smell the same on everybody. Because of your stink. Your natural stink affects it. Anyway, Thunder was the cutest Chihuahua that ever lived. Obviously, we know this about him. He was the highest quality available of Chihuahua. And when I say the highest quality, I don't mean like breed-wise. I mean like he's the highest quality. He was the best person I ever met. I've never met a person as good as Thunder. He was the best person. And he was a Chihuahua. Anyway, don't worry, Toby, I love you. I just miss Thunder because he was an exceptional dog. I've also been made of rage since losing my aunt. I wonder how long that's going to last. I have definitely had a short temper. Givenchy. Right, Givenchy. Thank you. My Givenchy. La Marriage. I want to say La Mirage, like Mirage, but it's not Mirage. It's like marriage. Anyway, neither here nor there. It was a nice perfume. I still have the bottle because I have issues getting rid of anything that affects my heart. Anyway, now I miss Thunder, and I miss having a ring that wasn't too tight on my finger, because currently I'm in my fat girl era, and my ring was from when I was in my skinny girl era. Anyway, that was 9 years ago. So, love that. Hold on. It's 2025. Yeah, 9 years, okay. Now that's the kind of thing you keep for the memory. Agreed. I'm not a hoarder, I'm a collector. But I will say my collection... You know what makes me different than a hoarder? If anyone that I loved came to my home and said, wow, I really love that, I would have no problem just giving it to them. None of the things in my home are, other than, like, I think the animal bones, like CJ's skull, and when we get Thunder and Rohan's skull, I won't give those things away, but pretty much anything in my possession, if somebody who came into my home said, wow, that's really cool, I'd be like, you want it? And I mean that. I don't care to keep things if someone else will find joy in them. That being said, I love buying knickknacks that I find joy in. But I like the idea of somebody being like, wow, that's so me. That's cool that you have it. And then I could be like, it's so you because it's yours. Unfortunately, none of the people in my life feel that way. So it ends up, it looks like I'm a hoarder, but I'm not, you know? You have typical ADHD brain. It wants stimulation. It wants stimulation and it wants oxytocin. Sorry, my nose is still running from the crying. Also, my birds are both doing what I wanted them to do. Sitting on that basket, hanging out together, being so cute. I love when my birds are cute. Sorry, my nose is like still wet. Anyway, we've been engaged for a long time. Maybe we should get married soon. How long is it okay to be engaged for? Can we just say we're married? No one needs to care. No one cares anyway. Okay, so I'm doing knit one, purl one for the cuffs because I want to, but I might do knit two, purl two for the neckline. Does Toby need to go out? Do you hear that? Let's see if he'll do it again. Anyway, and then we're talking and nothing's happening, and it's just Mr. Gary who's quietly saying OUT. Can you hear him? Did you hear it? See if he says it again. Yeah, he's saying out. He's quietly saying out. And Toby's lying down. He's not even awake. I'm going to go let Toby out and see, okay? Toby, you want to go outside? Thank you, Gary. Out. Come on, out. Let's go outside. Outside, go pee. Good boy. Up. Oh, thank you. Go on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Run, run, run. As fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Toblerone man. Go on. Toblerone. Toblerone. Time to go pee. Toblerone. Get that squirrel. Get him. Oh, he climbed. You missed him. Okay, Toby, come on. Toby. Go pee. I'm letting him out, Gary. I don't know what you want from me. Go pee. Go on. Oi, you can't catch him. He's in a tree. Toby. Hey. Toblerone. Go on. Thank you, Gary. Good boy. Good boy, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Good boy. Thank you, Gary. Good boy. Good boy, Gary. Here you go. Thank you, Gary. Ow, Jesus, Beelzebub. Here you go, Gary. Here. I'm offering sunflower seeds. Thank you, Gary. Good boy. Good boy, Gary. Good boy. Okay, that's fine if you're done. Beelzebub, you didn't have to bite me. I was thanking Gary, not you. Good boy, Toby. All right, I'll be right back. I have to pee now.
All right, I'm back. Whew. Gary is going to end up manipulating Toby's bladder, probably, and Laura's to make him go, and then to commit crimes. It's all a plan? Sweet birds. Sometimes. Lull Toby asleep, and Gary like, dude, you gotta go. And Toby like, what? You can totally just go to the courthouse and then have a party with the family later. Yeah. Well, we could have done that 9 years ago. Sorry, I just sprayed my perfume on, and now I'm rubbing it in so that it'll stay. I got married in 2021, so I was only allowed 30 people. So next year, for our 5-year anniversary, we're going to do a big party. I almost wish we had just signed the papers and waited to do a reception late. I mean, okay, Tobe. Yeah, we had a whole plan. And then it fell through, so now we're just going to wait until that plan, or something that makes me happy along the lines of that plan, happens again. I want to get married. I still think, anyway, at this point, I want to get married at home. Not at home necessarily, but like, yeah, no, at home. I want in my backyard to be where I get married. The problem with that is then you become attached to that place because now it's the place where you got married, you know? So I just think, like, my sister's wedding was gorgeous. My brother's wedding was gorgeous. Both of them had, like, weddings, like white dress, bridesmaids, suits, meal, the dance floor, you know, like big wedding, like 120 people, like a big wedding. One of those weddings where you're like, that's a wedding, as opposed to, like, I don't know, I have another friend who just did, it wasn't quite like eloping because the whole family still came and like a couple friends, but it was like very small. Still a white dress, but like 10 people. So like a micro wedding. And I don't think I want a micro wedding, but I don't really know anybody. So it'll probably end up being a micro wedding. That's what we did too. We got married in front of our barn. See, that's what I love. When we lived on the farm that we lived on, I grew a garden for my wedding. Like, we knew we were getting married. We had booked everything to be at that location, like at our farm. So that spring, we built a whole new chicken run. We surrounded the chicken run with plants so it would be beautiful in the fall, which is, we were getting married in August. So we wanted it to be beautiful. And it happened to be a year where the farm that we lived on was growing corn. So there was beautiful fields of corn by August. It was like beautiful. Our backyard was like, let's say an acre, but like the piece of land, including the house and the front yard and the backyard, was like an acre. And then there were like 98 additional acres around it that were farm. So on 3 sides of our house was field. Some years it was like, what are they called? Soybeans. So not very tall. But the year that we wanted to get married, it was corn. So it was going to be like we were fully surrounded by these beautiful cornfields. I had like 12-foot sunflowers everywhere. I had so big of a garden. And we had beautiful chickens. Like, all of our chickens were like beautiful and healthy. We had this whole plan for how it was going to be organized. So I feel like I want that. That's what I want. So even though we don't live on that farm anymore, I'm just kind of like, well, maybe someday when we live on a farm again. And now also all my siblings have kids. So it's like very inconvenient to get married right now because it won't be a party. All the people that I want to party with will have to leave by 7. You know what I mean? Like, my siblings will all have to tend to their children. And that's fine because that's the season we're in. But I think that since we're in that season now, I'll just wait until the kids are a little older because it doesn't matter. Alex and I are staying together and we're like partners for life. So it doesn't really matter when it happens. It's just kind of, I'd rather have it happen later perfectly versus earlier imperfectly, you know? Not that it needs to be perfect, you know? I didn't have a wedding. We were married by the Justice of the Peace in his yard with one friend and our oldest son. Oh. That's still kind of... Just your oldest son? How come? Where were the others? We had canola in the field around us. Made some really pretty pictures. Yeah, with the yellow flowers, totally. Canola is lovely too. I actually love how soybeans looks when it's growing. It looks like clover, like really like wet looking. Like you could take a bite out of the leaves and get a good crunch. Kids at like 8 to 10 have fun at weddings too. They really have a blast with the music and dancing. Yeah, so that's not that long away. Alistair is 3. He's the oldest. So
we'll see. Okay, Toby, you're fine. How you doing, baby? So, yeah, we can wait 5 more years. I'm not really concerned. My oldest was 3. Oh, the other 2 weren't born yet. I don't know why, Rebecca. My brain read that as like last summer. My oldest came. You didn't specify. The oldest was 3. Okay, the others weren't born yet. That's cute then. Was it nice? Did it feel nice when it happened? My oldest is 20 now. That's crazy. 20-year-old. A 20-year-old child? Crazy. When Alistair's gonna be 20? What do you mean? I don't think so. He's my little baby nephew. He can't be 20. How's he gonna do that? It's not. That doesn't feel like it'll happen. He feels like he's gonna just be 3. But every day I see him, he's different. They grow so fast. It makes me feel like super guilty when I take like a week off of going and seeing him because I'm like, he's different now. He knows more things. He says more things. What is it? Oh, you finding some stuff to play with? You happy birds? I'm happy when my birds are happy. All right, how many rows are we at now? Rounds, rather. We have 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm on 7 out of 11. They do grow so fast. Yeah, and they like were made. It's crazy when I look at Alistair and I'm like, all of your things were grown inside of my sister. Does that not feel strange? Can you not? When you sit on my yarn, Beelzebub, you often poop, and then that requires a bunch of extra stuff. Unless you're here for water. You can have some water. Here. There you go. Good. Gary, do you want some water? Gary doesn't like taking water from me. You want me to put it over here for you? Here. There you go. Now Gary can have some. Let's see. I love how much you savor that time with him and see him growing up. It is magical how humans become ourselves. Yeah, it is. It's magical watching him become a person. But I do love the little squirt. I love all my nieces and nephews, and I wish they were all like in one place. My daughter will be 15 in February. My youngest just turned 12. 12? 15? A 15-year-old daughter? I hope it is easy for you and your daughter does not make your life difficult. 15-year-old girls are the worst. Saying it as someone who used to be a 15-year-old girl, that would be like when I would say, boarding school time. Oh, you've just turned 13? Away to boarding school with you. She's cool. Well, that's good. She's cool for now. I guess she's already done a year of high school if she's turning 15. So, wait, or is this her first year? Is she in 9th grade? 15-year-olds? I think I was already 14 when I got into high school. So yeah, she's a freshman. Love how you guys have some fun names. We have grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. We don't call ourselves anything. Like if someone said, oh, what grade are you in? You wouldn't go, I'm in 9th. You'd say, I'm in grade 9. You wouldn't say, I'm a freshman. You'd say, I'm in grade 9. What grade are you in? I'm in grade 10. You wouldn't say, what, sophomore? You wouldn't say it. Like, we don't do any of that. Same within university. You just say the year you're in. I'm in 1st year. I'm in 4th year. There's no, like, freshman, sophomore, whatever the other ones are, senior. None of that. We don't get none of those. We just get the year that you're in if you're in university and the grade that you're in if you're in high school. At least in Ontario. Or at least in Southern Ontario. Maybe somewhere else in Ontario it's different. I'm kind of happy that we're starting this second sleeve. Do you see how much faster it is now, though, that it's not so tight? And when we switch colors to the red, I'm going to be doing knit 1 yarn over, which is going to help also. What are we at now?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're already on 9. Your version is easier. Going by seniority is confusing AF. Yeah. Well, I can't remember which one for grade 10 and 11. There's sophomore and something. I know freshman. That makes sense. You're fresh. You're in grade 9. Senior makes sense. The last grade of high school. You're in grade 12. Grade 10 and grade 11. I don't know how you decide sophomore and... I already don't remember what the other one is. Sophomore and... something else. Your grade 10 and 11 numbers are confused. Freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. See, I would say freshman, junior, sophomore, senior. Because freshman sounds small, junior sounds small, senior sounds big. Like, if I looked at those 4 words, I would go freshman, junior, sophomore, senior. In, like, how I would organize the order of smallest to biggest. Junior does not feel like almost a senior. Junior feels like a whole step away, a whole 2 steps away, you know? What does sophomore even mean? I am a Canadian girl. Oops, not that string, this string. Exactly, you're making my point beautifully. I used to grade numbers. I just use grade numbers because what the F is that? Yeah, literally. It's like, what year are you? I'm green. What year are you? Yellow. How about you? Orange? Red. Like, why don't we just do by color then? You know? Equally pointless. It does confuse me too. 'Tis confusing. I just finished a knit t-shirt and I have to really do the cast off because it is too tight. Are you casting off around the waist? Dude, Jenny's super stretchy cast off. I'm sorry. I'm for everything. Okay, hold on. Let me count my rounds now. We have, pull you straight, please. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're on our 11th round. So we just have to finish this round and then we're going to switch into red. Why did I do 11 rounds, you may ask? That's a good question. I have no idea. No good reason. Hey, Michelle, good morning. I'm starting the second sleeve for my knitted sweater. Or my knitted sweater for Alex, I should say. What is it, Beelzebub? What? So, oh, we also had a plumber come yesterday, which is great. We've had like issues with our water pressure, and it turned out that some filter in the pipe was blocked with like a large solid thing, so it was blocking our pressure. What's weird is that it was in multiple, what are they called? Multiple water locations. So probably when they did construction on our street or on a street near us, they broke some stuff and it got into pipes, and then those stuff ended up in our pipes, which blocked the filter, which made no water pressure. So he cleaned those out. Now we have amazing water pressure again. What are you talking about, Gary? Beelzebub and Gary are just... Hey! What is it? Come here. Gary, Beelzebub, come back here. Come here. Birds. Hey, birds, come. Come here. Come on. Come here, please. Not my birds absolutely not listening to me. Come here. Come on, Beelzebub. Come on. Let's go. Beelzebub. Gary, come on. Come here. You want a treat? Come here. Come get a treat.
I have stuff. Do you hear it? You jerk. She's going, yeah, Beelzebub, come here. Yeah, come here. Gary's saying, Beelzebub, come here. Okay, how far? We still have to get to this one. So we have a knit, and then a purl, and now we're gonna switch colors because we should have 11 now. Beelzebub, come here, baby girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Good. Hey, what are you doing, crazy bird? All right, now we're done with this one. We can switch into Roja. I'm just gonna tie a loose knot because I'm gonna eventually untie that and weave it in like a professional. And now we're going to knit around. I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't recall where I wrote it down, so I'm just gonna have to look at what I did. Gary, Beelzebub. Okay, so this is just knit, yarn over. And that is totally something I can do. Knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over. You can do that all the way around. Beelzebub. Those colors are fabulous. Thank you. What are you doing? Oh, yeah? I'm obsessed with these birds right now. What are you doing? I don't remember how many rows I do before switching needle sizes, but I wrote it down and then I cleaned up after myself and I don't know where I wrote it. Knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over. So I'm going from 38 stitches. Those colors are fabulous. Thank you. I think so too. I'm going from 38 stitches to 76 stitches in this round, which is going to create a nice large amount of extra space. Knit, yarn over, knit one, 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 yarn over. Now we made it back to the beginning, so now I'm going to just knit around one time in each stitch. There's going to be holes because I did yarn overs for my increase. Could I have done make two or whatever it's called? Yes, but I didn't. Gary, Beelzebub, come here. Stop being so dramatic and grumpy. These guys, man. And Peekaboo has been trying to eat Toby's food every morning, so I've been having to separate them, which sucks because Toby eats faster when Peekaboo's in the room, which is good because he's ending up not eating as much when she's not in the room, but then if she's in the room, she'll eat the rest. So I don't know what to do. Any ideas? Toby was a free-fed dog, so I have to like entice him to be a timed feed. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't finish his food. I just offer it to him later, but the point is... What? Gary, who are you talking to? You see a sexy bird outside? I love when they make noises like that.
What are you all up to today? It's Wednesday, so that means I will edit. I will sit at my computer and I shall edit. I'm still working on the same video, which is why another clip came out today instead of an edited tutorial, as it were. I'm still working on it. Knit, knit, knit. I'm not a huge fan of the purple, and part of me thinks I should have just chosen the green to make it a Christmas sweater, but I think that it's gonna turn out good. Maybe I should have just made it a Christmas sweater though, and just had it be a Christmas sweater. I just accepted that it's Christmassy. But not for now. For now, this is what's happening. Working on a gift blanket for my granddaughter. Oh, that's lovely. Are you doing crochet, knit, or like sewing like a quilt? And if you're crocheting, are you doing granny square? Are you doing tapestry? Are you just doing a big rectangle? What's the vibe? What's the plan? What's happening? Hi, Hi, Gary. Nope. Hi, Beelzebub. Gary's in the kitchen. Only Gary does that whistle. You come here, Beelzebub. Tell me to come here. I'm knitting, Gary. I love when he does that. It's very cute. Beelzebub. What's funny is Gary doesn't say Beelzebub, or Beelzebub doesn't say Beelzebub. Gary says Beelzebub. All right, I've made it around. Do I have a stitch marker here? I do. Here's my last stitch. Oh yeah? Okay, so here's the beginning of my round. Stitch marker on. And now I just need to count how many before I do my increase. Because I did one additional increase after a few rows. 1, 2, where's my third hole? 3, 4. So how many rounds do I do before I do my increase? Can you not? Could you guys just shush? I think it's 3 rounds. I need to find that dang paper. Where did I put it? Somewhere really intelligent, smart, and obvious, you know? Did I write it in something? One sec, let me just look for my paper. I need that paper to know what I did. I wrote down my steps, which is smart, but then I moved them, and now they're gone forever. Oh. Ah, do you see this? Yes! I found it, I found it. Toby, you wanna come sit? You wanna come be with me? Come here, Toby. Come on. Good boy. I'm my good boy. You're my little sweater boy. Hi, honey. Come here. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Michelle, working on a gift blanket for my daughter. Crochet a big striped rectangle using yarn called Meowth. Aw. It's pretty in light pinks, gray, camel, and cream colors. Just like Meowth. Meowth. That's right. The only talking Pokemon. Just saying. Meowth. Toby, why when I put you on my lap do you get the shakes, huh? Why do you get the shiver me timbers? You can just lie down here. Nothing to worry about. No drama. Warm and cozy. Oh, there's his little... Oh, look, you see everybody. That's so nice. Oh, what were you eating? Something on the floor? Little crumbs on your mouth, huh? My little crumb eater? My little crumb boy. Look at my little crumble man. Oh, he's so mean. Okay. You lie down, Tobe, and I will continue knitting. It's hard to shake if you're not on good balance. Here, sit. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Oh, I put pink lipstick on your head. I'm sorry. I gave you a kiss on your head. Oh, yes. Oh, so nice.
Look at this boy. Oh, he's just a little guy. Oh, he's so little. Oh, he's just a little fella. Oh, I love to annoy you, you tiny boy. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, he's so small. You can rub his whole face all at once. Oh, yes. Okay, sorry, Toby. I'm so sorry, baby. My sweet dog. Okay, technically a dog. So, come at me with your opinions about my rat. Okay, I think I have to do 3 rounds is what I counted. Oh, wait, I brought the paper over. Let's see. 11 rounds, yep, and then 3 rounds. Change to red, knit 1 yarn over, yep, and then 2 rounds of knit. Beautiful. We love clean and clear instructions, don't we, folks? Knit, 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 knit. Toby, you can lie down, my dude. I gotcha. I gotcha real good. You're safe. I swear it. There's a good boy. He's so good, so smart. You sit down so good, Tobe. He's a good boy. He is a handsome boy. He's actually the handsomest. Well, that being said, obviously Thunder was the handsomest, but it's not the same thing. They're completely different people. So, it's like he's the handsomest man alive. You know what I mean? When Thunder was alive, Thunder was the fanciest man alive, or the handsomest man alive. Now Toby is, because Thunder is not alive. You guys could have been alive at the same time, though, Toby. Or you were alive at the same time. You could have been buddies. Why did Thunder have to die? I mean, I guess if Thunder didn't die, I would never have found Toby. But I still don't want Thunder to die. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. What are you doing? You're so cute. You're so good. After another 3 rows, or 2 rows, after 2 more rounds, I'm going to be doing another increase. There are 38 stitches. We doubled that to 76 stitches. And then we're going to be adding 4 additional stitches at the 4 corners of our round. And that will bring us up to 80 stitches, which I think is wide enough for Alex to be comfortable. Yeah, it shouldn't be allowed for dogs to be mortal. Yeah, it's honestly like a design flaw. People mortal? Makes sense. We destroy things. We deserve to have a limited time here. Dogs, on the other hand, deserve unlimited time. No, it's true. Thunder should stay forever. Well, I will have his skull, and then he will be with me always. And then when I am eventually buried, he can be buried with me. You know, it'd be sick if I could get some large polished marble and carve it myself for Alex's and my headstones. Assuming that we are together in the afterlife, wherever we are buried. If we even get headstones. Is that even going to be a thing by the time we die? It seems like a big waste of marble. Big waste of granite. Big waste of space in the ground. You know? Dogs are perfect. And I'm a cat person. Yeah, dogs are perfect. I'm a dog person who loves cats. It's different. I'm not a cat person who loves dogs. I'm a dog person who loves cats. Probably why I get along with the cat breed that is the most dog-like. Maybe I'll get a Siamese cat someday. I've heard they're very dog-like. Very loud, obnoxious, annoying, and adorable. Just like me, loud, obnoxious, annoying, and adorable. You will have your trees right next to each other. Right. We'll grow for our forest forever. Wouldn't it be cool, though, instead of having, like, your name on the headstone, having, like, just beautiful carvings? I'll, like, carve a nice moth. I'll carve all the animals we've ever had. Like, all the pets we've had. I could have them carved into the stone. And then they'll be like, who was this? And it'll be like, unclear. I see many, many bugs and bones and animal characters on this stone, but no name. Wouldn't that be fun? Here lies the bones of more than 100 creatures, only one of which is human. That would be what would be fun. Here lie the bones of every animal this person ever loved. That'd be cute. I don't want my body in a box. Preserved for what? Totally. I don't really want my body in a box. I think I would actually rather go straight into the dirt. Like no box. If there's a rule about boxes, I'll just have them not do that rule. Just drop me in the ground. But I also don't want to be like in a graveyard surrounded by other dead bodies. Not that other dead bodies aren't just as valuable as my dead body. I just mean like, who wants to hang out with dead people all the time, you know? Yes, let me replenish the soil. I mean, are we even replenishing the soil? People nowadays are like, are we even here's what I'm wondering. The medications that I am on, are they going to poison the plants, or will they just like denature quickly because of death? In which case, bury me. Cremation is weird. You know they grind up the bones after they have to crush them because the bones don't like turn into ash. They turn into like shards, which then get crushed into dust before it's sent back to you. To me that feels like kind of weird, kind of a weird vibe. Here's the ashes, here's the bones. The bones didn't all break down. We ground them up for you so that they're powder. I did know they grind them. I feel bizarre about that. I want a green burial, unbleached linen shroud, right into the dirt, plant a tree on top of me, and let the tree eat my corpse, and then deed the entire property to that tree. Please and thank you. The tree can wrap its roots around my corpse, and I agree. That sounds great. Can I pick the tree? I want a tree that lives a long time. I want to give the yes here. I want to give the yes here, legal rights, yeah. Here you go, tree. You get legal rights. Oh, speaking of trees, can I tell you something literally heartbreaking? And by heartbreaking, I mean like someone else died in my life. And I cried a lot about it, and I'm still very upset about it. And if I think about it too long, I'll cry, and it feels so stupid to say that. But Alex said it's not stupid. My favorite tree in town, my favorite tree, they cut it down. They just cut down my favorite tree. The tree that was on an angle, the one that I took pictures of every time we drove by it, the one that Alex would drive out of his way to pass my tree so I could wave at it. Literally, I waved at it every time we drove by. Yes, I know it can't see me, but it was the perfect tree. I drew it. I literally drew I was obsessed with this beautiful tree, and they just cut it down. On a night when I was already having a breakdown, Alex and I drove by it, and it was gone, and I didn't talk the whole rest of the way home because I was crying. My favorite tree in this whole town. The most beautiful tree. It wasn't old. It wasn't sick. It wasn't dying. I mean, I don't know everything about everything, but that's at least how it felt to me. It was not in a state that felt like it needed to be cut down. And they just cut it down for no reason. And I used to say to Alex, if they ever decide to cut that tree down, I will go and ask them if there's anything I can do to help. Maybe I'll ask if they're going to cut it down that I could dig it out. And I didn't do that. Because why would they ever cut it down? And now it's gone. And now it's gone, and I can never dig it out, and I can never help, and I can never see it again. And there was no warning. I think before you cut down a tree, if it's on the front of your property facing the road, there should be a notice posted. You know, like when they're about to build a new condo, they post a notice that says, on this property, a proposition for a condo is happening. They have to do that for trees to me. Oh, Sid, I've been through this, and at home. There was this huge pine down front that I thought of as forest grandfather, and my dad liked it. Then the stump was desecrated on Christmas. Wow. I hung prayer flags on it for like 3 years. Maybe it was in danger of falling. That sounds like an excuse. They could have added supports. They could have asked me and I would have added supports. I said to Alex I would have done all the labor for free just to keep that tree there, whatever it needed. Now it's covered in thorns. My dad killed it. Like, he liked it, you liked it, and then he was like, I'm done with this, or was it dangerous? Like, was it gonna fall down? I hate that for you. And I hate it for me. That tree was like, I didn't realize, well, I did. I knew how special it was to me. But it became very clear how special it was to me when I could not handle the fact that it is gone. Okay, I need to count my rounds between. We have our one, 2, 3, 4. Liability wins over. Yeah. No, he just hated it being there. Oh, liked was a typo. Okay. So I'm very sorry you were also feeling that emotional upheaval. Thank you. I hate when places remove anything and everything that has an ounce of character. Agreed. Okay. Change to red. Knit 1 yarn over. Then 2 more rounds of knit. Knit 1, yarn over. And then 1, 2, 3. 3 rounds, not 2 rounds. There's 3, right? So we have the whole. 1, 2, 3. 3. 4. Okay, there are 4. Good. Sid, right? Capitalists be like, what do you mean you like interesting stuff in humanity in your locations? Right? Nothing. I don't mean anything. Don't worry about it. Oh, wait. Maybe it is where the yarn over goes, and then the next one is where I'll see the hole. Shit. I don't know. Beelzebub, not right now, honey. I'm doing hard calculations. Okay, so this is my yarn over. Knit 1, yarn over. So if that's my knit 1, that's my yarn over. So this is my, right? This is my knit 1. Okay, so if that's my knit 1, and that's where my yarn over is, then that's 1 round. That's 2 rounds. That's 3 rounds. And that's 4 rounds. Okay, so there is 4 rounds before my yarn over. It's fine. We had to move, and every house here looks just about the same. My youngest had a little freak out moment over it. At least this development has trees. Yeah, I imagined that it would give me a little bit of a freak out if I went from somewhere with character to somewhere where everything looks the same. Hopefully I don't need to undo this round. I'll be so mad if I have to undo it. It's fine. Anyway, my dog died, my cat died, my favorite tree died. Everything's fine. Everything's going just great. Just keep swimming. That's what I made the title or the thumbnail say, because I feel like that is where I'm at right now, is just trying to keep my head above water. Just keep going forward. It's gonna be okay. Everything's okay. Ew, Toby, your mouth smells like liver. He had beef liver treats this morning. Disgusting. 1, 2, 3. Okay. By the way, have you clicked the thumbs up button, guys? Sounds like it comes in threes moment. I hope it's all done now. I hope so too. I would really like no more death. No more death. No more destruction. No more bad vibes. No more. Only good time. Fall was hard, bro. Literally since August, I have been on the struggle bus. Are you taking your vitamin D? I am not taking my vitamin D. I really should be. Really should be. It's not been a good time. I should probably start taking my vitamin D. Vitamin D's nuts. Please excuse, I'm so sorry. Okay, so there's the first, and then what did I do? Then I did oh. Now I have to change to the bigger needles. That was the problem. I was supposed to change it. Gary, he's with me. Our vehicle broke down a month ago, and I'm 20 minutes from where we used to live. Our vehicle broke down a month ago, and I'm 20 minutes from where we used to live. I hope that this year could just stop. No more. I'm all filled up. Thank you. You know, like when they say like we're living in unprecedented times? I would like to just, seriously, I want to live in precedented. I want to live in times that are totally precedented. Where people will be like, yeah, of course you can just buy a house. It's the 80s. Have whatever you want. You know? Sorry your vehicle broke down. Why are they making cars that break down? Stop. Racism, knock it off. Homophobia, knock it off. Yeah, it's getting really old living through history. Literally, I'm done. Hey, Alex.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I just remembered that my tree died,
Yeah.
so that sucked.
Sorry.
Thanks. Laura, did you see the message in guest lounge to you? I did not, Candace. I will check it. Do I have to invite somebody into the full Discord? My bad. Does it say, hey, why can't I see the whole Discord? That's happened before. Sorry, I'm undoing a round right now. And if you are someone who recently joined our Discord and you've not been moved, I am so sorry. I will move you. You will be added. If you are a patron, that is. You have to be a patron or a YouTube membership holder to get in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, please hold, everybody. I have to switch the size of my needles. Oh, shit. Taki mushrooms. Did I go too far? I'm just going to change my needle size here. It's fine. Nothing has seemed right since about 2019. Honestly, true. Feel like the COVID years, well, nice. The COVID years were not good for us. That being said, I loved COVID time. I didn't love COVID. I didn't love that people were dying. I didn't love that people were sick. I loved that everybody was working from home. I loved that all of my friends were suddenly working from home, so we could all chat during the day. It was fine with me. But, that being said, since then, you're right. It's been not ideal. We're not in ideal circumstances, are we? I think this one still needs to be the small one until I get the other side done. Gary. Beelzebub. And this one needs to be big. 2017 for you. Hey there, Toby. Hi, Tobe. Did you just wake up and realize where you were there? How you doing? Oh, just a nice yawn. Freeze-dried beef liver. Delicious. Love that smell. Thanks, Tobe.
All right. Now, after this round, I'll be doing another increase. COVID was rough with school-aged kids. Yeah, I cannot even imagine. I feel like I would have not survived it. As a person with no kids, it was fine, but for people with kids, if you had all your kids suddenly at home and somehow now you've become a teacher and you're like, oh, I'm not a teacher, I'm a parent. And they're like, yeah, well, teachers can't be around your kids right now, so good luck with all of that. That seems like not a great vibe. Okay, back to keyboards. So now the typos are all mine. Nice. I'm hungry. I want to eat pumpkin pie, or pumpkin pie cheesecake, or blueberry pie cheesecake. I don't have any of those things. That's just what I want to eat. Gary Beelzebub, what are you doing? What is your drama? Dramatic birds, I say. Are you trying to lie down and you can't? You can lie down. Here. Well, don't look at me like that. I got nothing for you, bun. You good boy. You good boy. You want to lie down, or are you just going to stare at me? Want to shake? Good boy, so smart. Oh, he knows so many tricks. Is it time for another nail clip? Time to clip your nail, big boy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My sweet little dude. Look at his head down here. Look at how little he is. He's so little. He's just a little tiny baby. Shake. Oh, thank you. So smart. Look how smart my dog. Oh, okay. He's just tired. He's not smart. He's just tired. I'll just put. I can't. I got it. Oh, I'm trying. I don't know what you want. He took a boy. He took a boy. He took a boy. Toby took a boy. I'm gonna put you on the floor, okay? You gonna be okay? You look so normal. You look so normal and happy. I'm joking. He doesn't look normal. He looks like this. Look at his little snaggly waggly tooth. Do you see his snaggle teeth? So he always has fangs. How do paws that small even exist? Truly, look at this. He cat. His paws cat. Look at these teensy. Look at how whittle they are. They're the size of my thumb. His tiny whittle feet. You got the smallest little feet, and yet they're on these long ass legs. So to hold him in a comfortable way that looks normal, I have to go underneath his elbows. That's comfortable for him, but then that makes his legs go out straight like this. Hello, friends. Let me show you how to knit. Look at how small they are. Do you see these tiny little feet? Oh God, he's the sweetest guy. Are you a cat? He just a little fella. He needs his nails clipped though. It's time. These ones especially. I know you hate it. We'll do it later though, okay? I love you. I'm gonna put you on the ground now. You can go curl in your little cuddly bed, or you can eat some more food. Whatever you want, buddy. Ugh. Not even. My cats are like 2 times that size. For reals? I think peekaboos are about the same. Bro! That's too loud. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so sorry, everyone. For the absolute volume of having 2 parrots. It's just a volume you cannot avoid. Nothing to be done about it. It's just who we are. I lost my stitch marker. Man, I love these stitch markers. The little, I think it's from Rue, if I am remembering correctly. I think these are from Rue. And it's like a little nest, a little robin's nest. Hold on. That's the last one, so this is the first one. Birds, the extroverts of the pet world. They're definitely some kind of thing of the pet world. The wild animals of the pet world. Birds, controversial opinion, birds should not be in the pet trade. Like, Pretty much, I feel like, period. Again, I'll say it a million times. I love having parrots. I like it. This is a world that I like. I like this mess. I like this loudness. However, I think making it illegal to have birds is probably better. I have a blister on my finger from putting something together, and the blister popped, and now it has a spot in the middle that's open, ready to rip the whole thing off. Do you see that? If I wanted to, I could just rip the whole thing off. And then yesterday, I pinched myself with some pliers. Super fun. Then Beelzebub bit me. Then Gary bit me. Is that a bruise around it? That is! Look, it's all bruised! You can't even see that in real light normally. It's like very faint. You could see it in the camera way better. That all is bruised? Because this did not bleed. It's a blood blister. He grabbed me and went like this with his beak. So there's no blood. Those are under the skin. That's not over the skin injuries. Oh, I didn't see the bruise before, though. Jerk. He cute, though, isn't he? He cute, though. Just trouble. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then that's the last one. Here's the first one. Now I can put my stitch marker on. And now what we're going to do is knit 19, yarn over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, yarn over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, bless you, 13, 14, oops, fuck, thanks a lot, Gary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, sorry about my squaring, 14, 15, 16, bless you, 17, 18, 18, 19, yarn over, 1, sorry, 2, I'll be almost done, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, and yarn over. My dad just rehomed his birds. His African grey would pluck out her feathers. Right, because African grey should not be pets. Not because your dad was doing a bad job. I mean, maybe he was. But you could give an African grey everything they need. They're supposed to be in the jungle. Like the idea of, oh my gosh, the bird is so stressed it's plucking out its feathers. Something must be wrong. Hello. Yeah, they're not in a jungle. They're supposed to be in a jungle, bro. Knit 1, yarn over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I love when my counts are right, 16, 17, 18, 19, yarn over. Made it to the beginning of the round. Move my stitch marker. Come on, girl. Come on, you. Move my stitch marker over. And now I don't have to think ever again. I can just knit around for like 200 years. At least that's what it feels like. I'm starting to think birds and cats are at war over who is the most trouble. Definitely birds are the most trouble. Cats are already litter trained. Just naturally. Definitely birds are more trouble.
They're great. I love having these two. That being said, I truly, the longer I have them, the more I recognize that people should not keep birds as pets. Birds are not pets. Birds are wild animals. Keeping that in your home feels bizarre. Like a snake, keeping a snake, when people say snakes, you have to take all this. Snakes can live in a box their whole life. They can live in a drawer with no light. As long as they're warm, snakes are not going to be unhappy that they don't have enrichment. A bird is going to be unhappy that it doesn't have enrichment, and if you don't provide it enough enrichment, they will start to self-mutilate and ruin all of their own feathers until they're bald and unable to fly. It's a very bizarre thing. He's old and shouldn't have birds that will definitely outlive him. Fair. How many birds did he have? How many parrot birds? He had an African grey. Did he have anything else substantial like that? I feel like when you say like, oh, he has lovebirds, it's like that's still a parrot, but it doesn't get the same vibe of like, oh, it's a macaw. Okay, that lives a long, long time. African greys, long, long time. I love all of them. I don't think they make good pets. I like having them. I like all of the trouble that comes with them. I don't think that on average, like I don't think that families should have a parrot. I don't think that families with children should have a parrot. I don't think that, I don't know, anyone in the northern hemisphere should have a parrot because it's just too cold here. And I don't think that the government should come take our parrots away. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't think it's good. He had a smaller bird. It was green with some blue, a parakeet maybe? Green with some blue. A parakeet's like a budgie. That's a little one. Green and blue. Okay, could have been a lovebird. Lovebirds could be green and blue. Parakeets are cute. Are parakeets and budgies exactly the same thing, or are they something similar? Because if you search them, they both look the same, but I don't actually know if they are the same. I'm going to Google it. A parakeet. What the heck? I just shut down my computer for a second there. Calm down, you. Okay, let's see. Are parakeets and budgies the same? Yes, a budgie is a specific type of parakeet. All budgies are parakeets, but not all parakeets are budgies. What? All budgies are parakeets. Okay, so a parakeet is the genre, and then a budgie is like the specific. Like parakeet is like dog, and budgie is like chihuahua. They're often used interchangeably. Parakeet commonly refers to budgies in the US. A small long-tailed parrot from Australia. Parakeet is a broader term for many small to medium-sized parrots with long tails, while budgie is the specific name for the Australian species. Alright, there you go. I love this, and this should not be allowed. Lol. I love it, and it shouldn't be allowed. I think that's fair. I think that's totally a reasonable opinion to have. I think both can be true. I love the animals that I have. I think that's obvious. Why did you stop working, camera? Not now. Front camera. Phone. Front camera, could you come back to us there? Yes, both could be true. Hooray for nuance. Yeah. Nuance. Why are you not working now? What did I do? Why are you like this? Laura's iPhone camera. Ooh, we've got camera inception. Cool. Why are you not working? Everything was fine. You guys don't get to watch me knit anymore because my phone decided it doesn't want to play that game. Yes, both can be true. Both can be true. I do think there are people who do a... Thank you. Anyway, as much as I love a lot of things,
doesn't mean I think they should be allowed, you know? I love a lot of animals that I don't think should be pets. It's like how weirdos will be like, feed kids. I thought you wanted housing. Like, we can do two things at once, folks. Yeah. Can't we have both? Like, I recognize all birds are not going to be euthanized. All birds are not going to get transferred to sanctuaries. The bird trade is a real pet trade that everybody is cool with, apparently. Why are you going somewhere? Camera, what happened? Where did you go? Hello? There we go. Anyway, if you have a pet bird and you love it and you take good care of it, I am happy for you. If you don't have a pet bird and you look at my parrots and then you go, I think I want one, that looks like fun, please don't get a parrot. Nothing that you see on my stream should incentivize you to get a parrot. You should only feel disincentivized to get a bird if you come to this stream. When you come here, you should leave feeling disincentivized to get a parrot. I say, get a hamster, get a rat, get a mouse, get a gerbil. You don't need to get a bird. There are a lot of other small critters that you can have that don't live for a very long time and contain the intelligence of a toddler. I don't think he really cares about them, just to have them, to say he has them. That's weird. But some people are like that with pets. They just have a dog, but it's not like the dog matters. My grandpa's dog was named Pooch. He didn't even name it. He just called it the Pooch. Whatever you want to get, do research. Whatever you want to get, try and reframe it that you are adopting a person into your family. Just pretend it's a person you're bringing into your family. Does your family require another person? Why do you want another person in your house? Just because that person is small doesn't make them any less valid. So there's that. I love all of my pets quite dearly. I'm quite the animal lover, I say. I tell you what. And yet, I can tell you, from my couple of years of having these birds, don't do it. Don't get a parrot. Never do it. Do not participate in the bird trade. That's the best I could do. I'm so sorry. He kicked that cat out because it freaked out the new puppy. Cool. Why did he get a new puppy? Sir, you don't get to remove an animal when you additionally add an animal, you know? Like, Peekaboo and Rohan were not friends for a while. I'd get a small bird. Good for you. I hope you will do everything that is right by that bird. And you know what? If you get a bird, I don't care. I literally, when people are like when I say, like, I don't want kids, and people are like, well, why? And I'll be like, there's enough children on the earth. I don't need to add to it. And they're like, oh, so it's bad that I had kids? I'm like, seems like you're making this about you, when it really isn't. I love my nieces and nephews more than anything on this earth. I don't need any more kids to come into the world, ever. We could literally take, like, 100 years off of adding children. We could only trade children for 100 years and we'd be fine. Like, if nobody, okay, not 100 years, that's a very dramatic exaggeration, but you know what I mean? Like, if I'm, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. The point makes sense. I know. I feel it. What? If you're gonna do shit like that, don't get more animals. Yeah. His older dogs passed away and he thought the puppy would be good for my brother to care for. Is your brother, like, homebound, disabled, needs something to keep his mind occupied? In which case I would say, I get it. Give him something to do that also takes care of an animal that also takes care of him. But if it's just, like, for vibes, like, if Alex just brought home a kitten right now because Rohan died, I would not be pleased. Alex would never do such a thing because he just knows. If he found a kitten on the side of the road, I do expect that he would pick it up and bring it back to me. But he's not going to go to an adoption center and get me a cat. You know what I'm saying? If he finds a stray on the road, I do expect more than just a story about it. I want the kitten, but I don't want him to just bring me another, you know? He does seem to get pets on a whim. I used to get pets on a whim. In university, I used to bring in reptiles pretty regularly. I would have a new reptile every few months. It's because reptiles, they don't make any noise. and all they do is take up like a finite amount of space. Like they don't wander around your whole home. They just stay in their box unless you take them out of their box. So if you have like one lizard or 10 lizards, it's nearly the same work. So it's very easy to be like, what's one more? A former coworker lost their corgi to a car accident. Oh! And her dad was trying to replace the dog and went to the same breeder and got a puppy the next week. I would say no thank you. No thank you. That's not true. If someone handed me a puppy. If someone handed you a puppy, I feel like if someone handed me a Chihuahua that looked just like Thunder, it wouldn't even matter that it looked like Thunder. If someone handed me a Chihuahua puppy and just said, this is for you, I don't think I would have the wherewithal to go like, I don't want that. If someone just handed me a Chihuahua puppy. I don't even want a puppy ever. I only want adult dogs. I'm not interested in doing... I don't dream of labor. Teaching a dog where to poop. I mean, I guess if you get a Chihuahua, they're already going to poop in the house anyway. He has COPD and is living alone. Oh god, that's scary. He needs to move. He brought up getting another dog. My brother recently moved in with my sister with the puppy. Yikes. It's not a good mindset to take in an animal that way. You can't replace them. They are people. Yep. They have personhood. Yep. Yeah, Thunder is not replaceable. The idea of, like, I saw someone I hadn't seen in a couple of years who knew Thunder, and I was saying, oh, we have a new dog. Thunder died. We have a new dog now. And she was like, oh, it's another Chihuahua. Like, and as I was talking about Toby, I realized it sounded like Thunder died, so we got another Chihuahua to replace him. And that's, like, not the vibe. Thunder will never be replaced. Oh, God, I miss him so much. I miss him still all the time. He was my soul dog. That sucks. I've already had my soul dog. What now? Every other dog is just a dog that I love. Like, Peekaboo is my soul cat. I won't survive her death. To have already lost Thunder. To have both my soul animals. Can you have more than one soul dog? Toby, will you be my soul dog one day? I was gonna wait a year to get kittens after I lost Shadow, and I knew specifically no Together, no Calico, because it would feel like trying to replace her. Even if that wasn't the thing. Agreed. I understand that. Waiting. I just said I would wait until I felt ready. I'm not going to, like, try and replace Thunder. I would just wait until I felt ready to invite another dog, and then that happened with Toby. My friend just lost her soul dog and has another puppy. She loves him, but they're not the same. Yeah. That was one of the reasons why before Thunder started dying, it took Thunder like 2 years to die. But before Thunder started dying, I used to say we should get a puppy so that Thunder can teach them how to be before he dies. But then it got a little farther along, and I decided, like, I didn't want Thunder to have to compete at all for my love, so I said we won't get another dog until after Thunder dies, because I want him to have all of me for the rest of his life, if his life is ending, you know? And I ended up waiting 2 years, Sid said, to get the babies, because Susie arrived in our lives just under a year later, and she needed time to settle in. Yeah, I feel like I kind of got Rohan and the birds too close together. Yeah, I gotta give time to grieve and be ready again. My friend got a dog 2 weeks after losing hers in 2020 because she needed a pity in her life. You know what? Even if it's not the dog, even if it's not your soul dog, if you recognize that you need a dog around in order to, like, remember to eat breakfast and remember to bathe, like, dogs are service animals often, even when they are not claimed as service animals. You know what I mean? So... yeah, I used to say that too when, excuse my language, way before Thunder got, like, sick enough to consider that he would die someday, I could speculate about when Thunder would die because I didn't believe that it would ever happen. And back then, when I would do that, I would say something to the effect of, I think the day Thunder dies, we'll go and find another dog. We'll just go pick up a Chihuahua that needs us, and we will keep it because I don't think that Thunder's death should stop me from having another dog start living a good life with us.
That's how my brain thought about it. Like, it's not about me being sad about Thunder. It's about there's now room for a dog that is in a shelter to come into our house instead. Obviously, it took me a lot longer than that to actually, like, heal from Thunder dying. But at the time, like, before Thunder had even started to get sick, I could speculate about how it would be when he would die, and I would say, oh, I don't think I'll wait very long at all. Not because I'm not sad, but because there are so many dogs that need people, and I know eventually I'll get one anyway, so that dog can just join us until I'm emotionally ready to join the dog. We didn't do that, but I still think that's not, like, an invalid way to go about it. Yes, and I think that was the issue. She's one of those who needs someone to care for her and help her take care of herself. Totally. I prefer cats, and without them, it feels so empty. I 100% prefer that there is a cat in every household. I don't need affection from the cat, but I 100% agree. A household with no cats it's too empty when there's no humans in it. Whereas a household with a cat is never empty. It always feels like there's someone hanging out with you. Anyway, and that's an okay mindset. It didn't work out that way because Thunder was my soul dog, and turns out I needed more time before inviting a new dog into our home. But I still think that that's a reasonable way to do it. I don't think that it's replacing your dog. I think it's continuing your daily stuff. Like, when you stop having a dog, like if Thunder died and then we just had no dogs ever, it's like the things I used to do with Thunder suddenly aren't getting done anymore. Like Rohan. Rohan had a lot of medical needs that required us to do a lot of extra things for him, which was fine because we signed on to that. Like, when you have a pet, if that is the type of personality you have, then that's what you'll do. You'll just do what has to happen with them. And I was fine doing all those things, and then he died, and now I don't have to do all those things. And it feels like I have so much time in the morning and in the evening when I'm not dedicated to fixing things that Rohan is dealing with, you know? So I could totally understand being like, give me another medically complicated cat. I can already handle it. I won't love the cat immediately, but give it to me and I will take care of it, you know? There's a big difference between, okay, we can give someone else a good home while we grieve this other baby, and must replace dog. Totally. Well, I feel like when you adopt a dog, especially if you do it from like a shelter situation, it's going to take 6 months for the animal to decompress anyway. Like, Thunder didn't fully come out to us for months. We got him from he was a stray, allegedly. I don't know how any Chihuahua could be a stray in Canada. There are no stray Chihuahuas. The idea of it being like, oh, we just found it wandering the street and it doesn't belong to anyone. Sorry, not the case. But neither here nor there. We now have Toblerone. And I do love the little fella. But sweet baby Jesus, do I ever miss my Thunder. Toby's a good name. That was already his name. His mom named him, obviously. And Toby, to me, feels like it's such a good name. For a little Chihuahua? So cute. Toby. We call him Toblerone quite a lot, though. Like, anytime he's doing anything silly that's not bad, but like on the direction of bad, I'll go, Toblerone. Toby with the tiny toe beans. He's Toby with toe beans. Alistair thinks that's hilarious. And also he's Toblerone, and also he's Tobe. Just Tobe. Come on, Tobe. And he responds really well to Tobe, so I wonder if she called him Tobe. He does have tiny toe beans, though, don't he? He's just a little guy. He don't know anything. He don't know ABCs. Nicknames are so fun. Yeah, Tobe and Toblerone are his most common. Alex calls him Octavius sometimes, but we haven't been calling him... Or Alex calls him Dr. Octavius. Dr. Octavius, Tobias, or he calls him Tobias. Alex says Dr. Octavius and Tobias. I call him Toblerone and Tobe. And then we both call him Toby. I should work on some typing, but I don't know if I have the spoons. Maybe you shouldn't then. Might not be worth the spending of those spoons. I won't say wasting, because it's not wasting. But it might not be worth spending the spoons if you won't have enough spoons to, like, you know, get out of bed if you use up them on
writing. Oh, knitting, just knitting, knitting in the round, around. My tummy just got hungry. Oh, it's 11:30. Maybe I'll go make myself a coffee. Ooh. Grab a snacky. Live my life. You guys doing anything cool today? Or fun? Or exciting? Or anything? I don't have any plan to. I forgot to tell you, I got a Gaillardia. I got a Gaillardia plant. I was forgetting which plants I purchased. I purchased a Cheyenne Spirit Echinacea, and then I also purchased a Gaillardia. So now I have Gaillardia. I have a Coreopsis. I have Yellow Yarrow. I've got quite a few new perennials. Very excited to see them next spring. And I have to type them direct into AO3 because I've stopped trusting Google Docs with my stuff. AO3. What's AO3? And ew. I type a lot into my notes and then I just transfer it to wherever it has to go. My notes is so crazy looking. More knitting, definitely. Maybe some fiction reading. I think knitting is a good won't use up too many spoons activity. AO3 is a fanfic site. Oh my god, you're typing directly into the fanfic site? That's scary. What if you like hit enter and it accidentally sends it early? Is it, well, I don't know if it's like a chat room and you just hit enter. Do you have to shift enter every time you want to get a new line so that you don't accidentally post it? Or is it longer than that and you have an opportunity to post it with more than one click? Nah, I can edit things later. Okay, good. A nice etc. format you can use. That's good. New sleeve, who this? Now let's check that we did our increases at the right location. A little late to check now, but here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. I haven't been working on things because I hate the fan noise from my PC. Do you hear the fan noise from my PC? Because it's loud. It's like all the time. All day. Every day. But it doesn't have anything that should make it work so hard. But here we are. I cannot. Your noise gate works beautifully. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, microphone. Thank you for protecting us from the loud blowing noise of my PC's fan. Oh well. Some things. I want to take my computer apart and like clean it. Want to just like hose it down. You can't do that with computers though. People would get mad if you just hosed it down. If I hosed down my computer, let it drip dry, and then let it air dry all the way to bone dry, would it work still? Like, I understand electronics are not supposed to get wet, but if they get wet and fully dried without being turned on, don't you feel like they should work? If something gets wet and then dries, it shouldn't be broken. I think. Please and thank you. Honestly, the worst part about sitting at the table is that my dad has both Westerns on the TV and YouTube. Hold on. My dad has both Westerns on the TV and YouTube AIBS playing, and it's horrid. Ew, that sounds horrid. Too bad you can't just like send him away. Dad, can you just like leave and like not be in this room ever? Can you find your own spot? Go away. I know that's not an option. It's just I'm dreaming it for you. Looking good, little sleeve. We're gonna have 2 sleeves before we know it. I want to have chickens again so that we can eat Dutch babies every week or every day. We used to eat Dutch babies all the time. Not Dutch babies as in human children. Dutch babies, like mostly eggs with a little bit of milk and a tiny bit of flour. It's like the most eggy pancake, but it's actually like a very large Yorkshire pudding. A Dutch baby is just a family-sized Yorkshire pudding, and it's yummy, and I want to eat it right now. Literally every time he complains about wanting to move to the south, we're like, go ahead, we like it here. Have fun without us. I want to move south. Okay, go. How much land do you guys have, Sid? And has your family lived there a long time? Is that how you have it all? I feel like nowadays it's not cheap to buy land. Like, yeah, you could move south, but would you be able to get 20 acres in the south? 20 acres of woods. Are there scary things in your woods? You ever see anything creepy come out of there? Any wolves or whatnot? Been here since I was like 3 or something. 20 acres of woods. Sounds pretty magical. Do you have any berries that grow in the woods? Or on the edge of the wood, rather? Perhaps some black-cap raspberries or some blackberries. No land down there and jobs are shit. See? Why would we go? Lots of land. Beautiful. Yeah, no land and jobs are shit, but it's warm. It's a warmer place when you move down south. But no thanks. The cost of living here is low because there's no jobs. He doesn't understand it. Yeah. Boomer coded. I think we've done a pretty good amount of work on this sleeve. Now it's just knitting straight up, and that's like the easiest part of it. I think I'm going to make us breakfast after the live stream. We have bacon. Although, maybe not. I'm not going to do pork 2 times in one day. That's kind of crazy. We're having pork tenderloin for dinner. So maybe I'll do breakfast on another day this week. Like breakfast with eggs and bacon. Pancake type thing. But we're having schnitzel for dinner tonight. I have the pork tenderloin thawing in the fridge. I have my meat hammer. I'm going to hammer them into thin little pieces. And then we are going to bread them and fry them and have delicious, delicious schnitzel. And some eldritch spirit, which I think is the woods itself. We have bear. Oh my god. Bears, deers, turkeys, fisher cats, possums, raccoons, porcupines, all the things. And definitely some eldritch spirit, which I think is just the woods itself. Yeah, I think the woods, that eldritch spirit is all the woods. When you go in and you feel that spooky feeling inside of the woods, that spirit that you feel, I think it's everywhere. The woods is a place where we can feel it. You know what I mean? It's in every woods. It's not a different spirit in each woods that you go in. It's the same spirit in each woods. It's like, you know what I feel like? The spirit is in the trees, and when you put a bunch of trees together, it becomes like a magnet, so we as humans can feel it. Whereas only some humans can feel it with trees, where you can go up to a tree and be like, oh, your soul is like I feel your heartbeat. When you have that feeling with a tree, then you go into the forest and you're like surrounded by trees, so you have all of this energy. I feel like that spirit of the woods is the same spirit of all the woods. I don't know. I feel it in different trees. I feel it different in the trees I know versus other places. But, okay, so that's also true. It's a different feeling. But that could be because, okay, the spirit is the spirit of the trees, and you know individuals. Do you know what I mean? Like, you met an individual which has the spirit in it, but you met the individual tree. And the trees in your area, they all know you. So the energy that they give off to you is going to taste different than the energy that if you go into a strange wood. None of those trees know you. You're a stranger. You could be dangerous. That's another reason why I think that the woods is spooky, because if the woods doesn't know your intention, it's safer for it to be spooky because you're not going to come as far into the woods. I don't know. I've found that new woods always feel spooky, not because I don't know where I am. Maybe that's part of it. But I just feel like I like the idea that trees are all individual. You know how, okay, for Christians, we humans all have a soul, and in our soul is the Holy Spirit, but the Holy Spirit is also God, and the Holy Spirit is also Jesus, and the Holy Spirit is also omnipotent, watching us or watching out for us. I feel like I'm cool with most of the concepts. I just don't need them to be named the same way. I would like to rename those concepts, as in, instead of the Holy Spirit, it's Mother Nature. Instead of... I just feel like if each of us has the Holy Spirit in us, for Christians, each tree has Mother Nature in it. So even though the tree is an individual with a family, maybe, with some level of awareness, with something going on in it, each tree is an individual, but each tree is connected by that soul, that Mother Nature business. It's like Mother Nature is everywhere, but this is her house, and she will fuck you up, literally. Don't go too far in the forest. There will be poisonous plants that will not let you go too much farther. Don't go too far in the forest. There will be just gnarled, just twisted vines and thorns and other beautiful things that if you're not careful can hurt you. No, absolutely. I had a witchy friend over and they got freaked out in my woods. Like, we were in this open hemlock grove and they were feeling claustrophobic and watched. And you were like, it's 'cause you are being watched. My woods don't know you. My relationship with my woods changed after that. Why? Why did your relationship change? Because you were suspicious of your woods, or because you realized that you didn't get that feeling in your woods, so your woods were probably not giving you that feeling? That's another thing that's kind of fun. Maybe your feelings are all from the inside, but I kind of like the idea that some of them are from the outside, so that you go into the woods and you feel spooked out because something wants you to feel that way, not because you're going, there's so many shadows in here. It's because the trees are going, I don't know why you're here. So the trees are suspicious, so then you feel suspicious. You know what I mean? If all the animals are quietly watching you, the trees are like, why is everyone worried? I like the idea of trees also just being really slow. So, like, they're not really, like, worried, but they are always watching. God, I loved our woods at our old place. Not in a bad way, like closer. I was bothered they were moving habitat and not putting things back, and then they felt scared. I never said anything. Your woods told them to stop until they felt uncomfortable. They were moving habitat. They were moving stuff around, and the trees were not having it. I don't hate that. I don't hate that vibe at all. I do love the idea that the trees are more than anybody wants them to be. And I think that's because I like that outlook on trees. I like the idea that the trees, they know something. I don't know, but they know. And I feel like then I get connected to trees and then they get cut down. I'm telling you, I waved at this tree every time we drove by it. Alex, if I was on my phone, he would do that so that I could wave at my tree as we passed. Trees don't have eyes, Laura. The tree never saw you wave at it. I don't fear the woods. Only on edge due to watching too many bad movies. Otherwise, I would live in the forest. I feel like the bad movies don't scare me. I feel like I'm safer in the woods. I feel like no person is going to be able to It's not true. People can definitely do awful things in the woods, but I don't get that spooky feeling, even though I've had scary movies. Hold on. So now I have this keen feeling of being linked to these trees, but I also literally protect those trees from being logged off. You've also literally protected those trees from being logged off. Someone tried to take them. Someone tried to steal your forest. They're your babies now. You are their mother. I hear you, but where are you? After that day, I'm convinced they know that I keep them safe. They literally might. I wish we could, that's an area we could understand. Like, science and magic are very close. They are very close. No, that's why I have the feelings I do about plants and sentience. I've had these interactions with trees and plants and spirit. Okay, I see. After that day, I'm convinced they know that I keep them safe. Okay. Well, I've only had that experience of really feeling connected to a specific individual a few times, like tree-wise. But I do have that connection with some plants. I have that connection with some of my plants. And where I feel like they tell me stuff. Not literally, not in words, in feelings. Like a plant that I have that flowers occasionally. I have a mental breakdown and it pushes out a flower the next day. Obviously, that's a coincidence. It flowers occasionally. It hasn't flowered in weeks. I have a mental breakdown. It flowers the next day. Makes me feel some kind of way. It makes me feel seen, heard, observed. It makes me feel a way that things around me are looking out for my best interests. Whatever that means. My brother was going to log them. And I have literally never been so terrified. Oh God, that was the scariest time of my life. And I'm so thankful my mom listened and told my brother no. He wanted to prevent rot off, but I think it's murder. And the spot is sacred to me. So yeah. He wanted to prevent rot off. Is rot off like something when the trees die and then it causes other trees to die? Like he was trying to do forest management and you were like, not in this forest, thank you. I wonder what's less offensive for a tree. To be cut down with a chainsaw or to be cut down with an axe? To be left to rot in the woods or would they rather wait to fall? Like a lot of the forest management in Ontario, they do a lot of tree cutting, but they leave the trees in place to rot in the woods and like help with mushrooms and stuff. But like, I wonder, it must feel better to be like dropped and to rot in place as opposed to being logged. But you know what's weird? Okay, so I feel what you're saying with like trees getting cut down to log them is bad for like the tree doesn't like it. But like if I'm in the woods and I break a branch off to carve into something, it just doesn't feel the same way. It just doesn't have the same thing. It's like the trees also know, oh, you're just an individual doing art. I don't know. I feel like when I take as a single person, when I take from the forest, I don't get any inclination that what I'm doing upsets the forest. I don't know all the deets, but hemlock can get dry rot while still standing. I think about my body being cut up and nope. Yeah. Nope. And yet, who's to say? Imagine they find out they're like real individuals, like the way that we see ourselves. I just think that the rest of the natural world doesn't, we expect it to reflect us, and it doesn't. We reflect parts of the natural world. The natural world does not reflect us. That's like pulling a single hair versus being sawn in half at the waist. Yeah. Fair. Also, usually I can find what I need on the ground. I don't need to, like, break off of a living tree. Although, there is this person that I saw on the internet who makes willow cuttings with weeping willow branches. takes a cutting and roots it, and then he carves a face into the rooted cutting, and he calls them like the spirit of the forest or the spirit of the willow or whatever. And then he plants them, and then the face stays as the plant continues to grow, which is so cool. Let's see. Yeah, I support my brother doing responsible forestry in other places. He does it as a job, just not here. Sorry, bro. I can't do it. Not these trees is literally what I told my mom while bawling. Yeah, not these ones. All the other trees, responsibly managed. These ones, let them age the way they want to. If they get dry rot, we'll figure it out then. By treating them with options, not by murder. That's so cool. It is so cool. And he makes them look like old weathered faces so that the spirit of the willow, and he names them all and like has them in pots, and there's a few that are pretty big, and I think that's super cool, and that's something that I would like to do also. And when you do it when they're little, it has enough of a chance to heal so that injury, carving into wood is causing an injury, but by letting it heal while it's still a cutting, the tree won't be affected by that injury. It will be fully calloused over by the time that cutting becomes a full tree. And I love that idea. Instead of like carving into an adult willow tree, carving into a tiny one, because they grow so fast. If they die naturally, then that's nature. It is what it is. I don't like human intervention. We too often break everything when we think we're fixing things. We almost always break everything when we think we're fixing things. We being the general we, not this group of we. Sorry you can't watch me knit from above anymore. My camera seems to have decided not to play nice today. Like wolves, like the wolves we were talking about last week. Literally. It's literally our fault that there are too many deer. Why are there too many? Why are we not eating deer? Like lionfish in Florida, they are an invasive species, and they took over because people let their pets into the ocean, and now there are lionfish taking over Florida, killing fish in the coral reefs, making everything awful. So now they've made a huge thing about they're good to eat. Catch them and eat them. Spearfishing unlimited. Catch all the lionfish you want. And people eat them. Why are we not having deer have the same sort of thing? Why is there not? Because people are evil. Because if deer, I know why. Because if people said open season on deer, then there would be no deer. They remove all the wolves, then the deer overpopulate. But they can't say open season on deer because then people will go open season on deer. And we know what happened last time people went open season on a large four-legged creature. The buffalo, the bison. There are so many examples in Florida. It's because everything can live there. Like everything, if you release a boa constrictor in Ontario, it's gonna die. It's literally gonna die. If you release it in Florida, it will live. And now there are people who have to go out and just hunt and kill boa constrictors because they're not supposed to be there. Chameleons, not supposed to be there. Tokay geckos, not supposed to be there. And yet, they're there. Although, I gotta tell ya, the idea, because they're non-natives, you're not allowed to release those animals if you find them. If you find a boa constrictor and you catch it, you have to kill it. You're not allowed to re-release. It's against the law for you to release it back into the wild. So same thing goes for non-natives like chameleons. Tell me that if you lived in Florida and you were like that guy who goes around and boops swamp puppies, aka crocodiles, tell me I wouldn't be going around yoinking chameleons from just any tree I find them in. I would, is the truth. I would be. I would also probably be bitten by venomous snakes. Just let Mother Nature do her thing. She balances out. We're so opposed to balance, and it bothers me. Sid, that dude is so funny. Yeah, yoink. Oh, look, another tokay gecko. Yoink. I didn't realize for quite some time that what he was doing was killing pythons. I was watching his videos a while, being like, oh wow, that python is so calm. That python is dead, Laura. That's a dead snake. They have to be dead. They're not supposed to be here. But I grew up with them seeing them as a pet, like ball python, or reticulated python, boa constrictor, all of these big. I just made a different one. Boa constrictor. There's another. What am I trying for? Anyway, one of the snakes. I see those snakes as pets, so the idea of them being murdered feels sad, but they're not supposed to be there. It fricked me up when I found out. Yeah, because you were like, wait a second. They're murdering all those big snakes? But it's like, yeah, because they're eating the wild deer. Not the ones that there's too many. Burmese, thank you. Reticulated python, Burmese python. Not a ball python, Laura. That being said, ball pythons for sure have been released in Florida and definitely are there too. Don't some people eat chameleons now too? I don't know why you would. With all the other options, I can't imagine. Personally, any reason to eat a chameleon. Okay. Do people eat chameleon? Let's see, Burmese python, thank you. I would like to yell at the idiots who let them loose in the first place. Why? Give them a zoo or something. Chameleons are not a common food source, partly because they offer very little meat, and also because it's risky to eat them because they contain salmonella. Risk of bacterial infections because they always carry salmonella. Legality. Most chameleon species are protected by international regulations. They don't have a lot of meat. They have tough skin. Some Asian countries are used for traditional medicine where they're dried and ground into powder rather than eaten directly. So not really. Oh no. Really? I don't want to know that about him. Let's see. Laura, yoinking guy is racist and MAGA. I don't want him to be racist and MAGA. I don't like that about him. That does suck. Because he's in Florida, bro. Isn't that just certain breeds of chicken though? Honestly, yeah, probably. Ugh, I hate that for us. I have to move to Florida to yoink animals so that there's an unracist, non-MAGA person. I don't want him to be either. His clips are so good. Honestly, I mean, I'm not surprised. Those types love hunting and harming animals. I mean, I want it. It's kind of like, have you heard of Urban Rescue Ranch? It's kind of like that guy. Like, I want to like it a lot, but like, I also feel like he's definitely right-leaning, Christian, national kind of guy, and that makes me sad. But yeah, totally. If someone enjoys going out, like, I want to be like, oh, it's for conservation. But like, if you go out with just the intention to kill a bunch of animals because they shouldn't be there, I don't know, man. I guess you're right. But I do like the yoink content and the hello swamp puppy. Oh, I don't want to know that he's MAGA. That's mega disappointing. Oh well. If he was just removing them and taking them to a rescue, then I'd be surprised. But going out to kill big snakes is never not a red flag. Claim the memes, leave the rest. Okay, thank you. We will. Hello, swamp puppy, and yoink. We'll take those, and we will leave behind MAGA and racism, okay? He's fine, because he's open about it and still talks about the fact that his beliefs do not dictate how everyone else should live. Urban Rescue Ranch is okay. Yeah? Okay, well, I don't, you know what it is? I don't love young people behaving like boomers. When people are young and they're like, oh yeah, I am MAGA, I'm a white nationalist Christian. I'm like, but you're in your 20s. How are you all those things? I thought that was going to die with that generation. Looks like turns out it's not. It's not going to die with them. It's going to carry on. Obviously it's going to carry on. Some people are just like their parents, but I mean, like, I don't know. It feels bizarre. Yep, I promise. Woman, you are knitting a sweater. I am knitting like a whammon. I'm knitting at home like a whammon should. A woomph. I'm joking. But I am knitting, you're right. I'm like knitting this sweater. And I'm knitting it with the speed that one can knit. I'm not knitting any faster than I am able, because this is not a quick craft, let me tells ya. I'm hungry. You hungry, Alex? I was gonna make breakfast with bacon and eggs today.
Pardon me?
I was thinking after the stream of making bacon and eggs, but I don't think I'm gonna do it because I'll do whatever you want me to cook for you, but I won't do bacon because we're having schnitzel for dinner and that's pork, and I know that you don't eat pork, so eating pork twice in a day would be upsetting. Alex doesn't eat pork. Alex believes he doesn't eat pork. When I say, like, we're having schnitzel, he's like, but not pork, right? And I go, nope, not with pork. And he says, good, because I don't eat pork. And then I make bacon, and he goes, this is bacon? And I go, yeah. And he goes, but not pork, right? And I go, no, it's not pork. And he goes, because I don't eat pork. He knows it. He knows it's pork. He knows it is. I don't know the game we're playing, but we have to play it because he says he doesn't eat pork. But I'm not tricking him. He knows that bacon is pork. He knows that pork tenderloin is pork. But we play this game where I tell him it's not pork because he doesn't eat pork. But he eats bacon and schnitzel and pork chops. But bacon is not pork, schnitzel is not pork, and pork tenderloin is just tenderloin. Don't worry about it. He knows. He's a 38-year-old man. He knows what things are made of. It's just sometimes you just, like my dad calls cucumbers cukes, and my dad calls mushrooms shroomies. Cukes. You want some cukes? You just gotta let them have their thing. I mean, you can make schnitzel with chicken, right? Or is that called something else? My mom calls that Italian chicken. I don't know what it's called. That's like my aunt who went to buy sandwiches for her Jewish lawyer's boss, came back and brought him a ham sandwich because she said it's not pork. Is this pork? No, it's ham. That's how Alex is. I think it's a texture or flavor thing. I think it's I don't think it's a texture or flavor thing for Alex because he has a very limited ability to distinguish flavors. He can distinguish like hot, salt, and sour. And he can't really distinguish them within. Like, he couldn't go like, this lemon is more sour than this warhead. Like, it's just sour. Or like, this is spicy. This is more spicy. But he won't go, this is spicy and garlicky. This is spicy and peppery. It's just, you know what I mean? He doesn't have a lot of like awareness of the differences in flavors. It's like, if it tastes a lot, he can taste it. If it just tastes a little, then he has to add hot sauce. He's never had a good ability to taste food, which is so sad. Same with smell, which is great because he never makes me feel like the things that I do around the house make it smell in the house. Like if I'm cooking something that isn't food and it smells miserable, like some of the things that I've made natural dye with have smelled not good. Not poison, just like clearly not good. Like Osage oranges. They do not smell good when they're boiling on my stove. Black walnuts, they don't smell good. Alex doesn't smell anything, so he doesn't notice at all, which is super. But anyway, schnitzel today. Oh my god, lol. Yeah. No smell, no taste. It's unfortunate though because I love smells and I love tastes. So when I'm like, do you taste how good this is? He's like, but I know he's just got texture. Like he doesn't have smell or taste. Like very
very, very limited, like 2 of 10. If you have 10 out of 10 smell and taste, he's got 2 out of 10. If that. Poor guy. There we go. Ugh. I'm just imagining the smell of Osage oranges and black walnuts together. That's funny, Candace. She brought ham sandwiches. Because they said it wasn't pork. They said, no, it's ham. Ew, imagine spending a bunch of money on sandwiches for your lawyers and then they're like, we can't eat that. Well, shit, what do you want me to do? I can't eat 5 sandwiches, you know? Yeah, like Simon is one of those with no memory of anything. It's good I broke up with him when I did because, oh my god, my fifis would have been so freaking hurt. Yeah, good that you broke up with him when you did if he doesn't have the memory for things. Yeah, I can't handle my feelings getting repeatedly hurt by someone who doesn't even mean to be hurting them. There's this thing with like the useless man problem of are they mean or are they stupid? It's like, do I want to be with someone who's mean to me? No. Do I want to be with someone who hurts my feelings because they do stupid all the time? It's like, oh, he's not trying to hurt your feelings. Right, but he still is. That's the vibe that I get with that sort of thing. It's like, that's not for me. I need someone attentive to my needs. I don't need someone who's obsessed with meeting my needs, but someone who's attentive to them, who's going to notice if something's wrong and who's going to take it upon themselves to fix it, rather than someone who's going to be like, why are you upset? And then have me be like, I'm not talking to you about it. You figure it out. And them not knowing what got me upset. I thought everything was fine. Just men. Men are trash. Men are trash. I love Alex and I love some other men, but does not change the fact. Living in a commune of AFAB folks would be easier for me. Yeah, there are convos and arguments we had that were formative for my 30s, and he doesn't remember any of them. Cool. That's normal. Cool, I'm glad it was as important to you as it was to me. Cool, that like changed the trajectory of how I perceive certain things. So I'm glad that it means nothing to you. I have that happen with me with my parents sometimes, Sid, where it'll be like something that made a serious difference, like in the way that I choose to dress, or the way that I choose to hold myself in some way, or the way that I speak. And then I bring it up to one of my parents, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. And I'm like, wait, but I based part of my personality on that. What do you mean? What do you mean it didn't mean anything and you don't remember? But I based part of who I am at my core around that thing that happened. So what do you mean you don't remember? And it's because you are not the main character of anyone else's story but yours. And you assume if I'm the main character in my story and you love me, then I must be at least one of the main characters in your story. Nope. Not for a lot of people. For a lot of people, it doesn't matter. Every other character is just not a main character. Like for me, in my story, Alex and I are main characters. We're both main characters. His needs are just as important to the plot, you know? I expect it a bit with my mom, but like, how do you forget the effing relationship? Does he not remember that you guys were together? That would be crazy. That would be, you should probably see a doctor, because we like touched butts and whatever. That's my new words for intimate, by the way. And it doesn't need to mean sex. I just think it sounds so funny to be like, did you like touch butts? Because touch butts isn't part of anybody's sexual experience, but it still gives you a picture of 2 naked people with their butts touching, which to me makes you understand that it's supposed to be sex, but it doesn't need to be sex. It could just be any intimacy. Like, have you kissed them yet? Did you sleep over? Did you cuddle? Did you tell each other your dreams? It's like, did you touch butts? It's like, to me, it's all of those things. And I have a friend who I say that with, and I think it's very funny. Like, were you just talking, or did you like touch butts? Like, if you don't remember convos and arguments, what are you remembering? I remember feel bad. I remember feel angry.
I remember boobies. I remember feel happy. Caveman. That's me being a caveman of Simon for you. What do you remember about our relationship? Boobs and social awareness. And, you know, that's it. That's all I got. Cool. That's what I was to you. Cool. I'm glad the things that were going on in my mind when I explained them to you and then we argued, I'm glad those didn't affect you at all. Thanks. How long did it take him to forget? I hate men. Men are trash. I love Alex. I hate men. Men are trash. I love Alex. I hate men. Men are trash. It's my mantra. My sister and I were having this conversation, and it was just a joke, so calm down. And the joke was, if we just euthanized every living man on Earth right now, every living, like, male person above 5 years old, anyone over 5 who identifies as male, assigned male at birth, is it penis havers or is it men? Okay, we'll deal with the logistics later. We'll definitely make an effort to not make this rule that I've made up that is not real transphobic. But if you removed all of the men off the planet and just we could start over, every woman who's pregnant with a man currently, but I don't know if it's people who are assigned male at birth, because I think it's men. Because I think trans women can stay. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you're a woman, or if you're she's, theys, and gays can stay. Everybody else is out. I think that's what I think. She's, theys, and gays can stay. Everyone else is out, and we'll start over. And we'll start over with all the knowledge that the women of current day have, and see if we do better next time. I could live 25 years without any adult men on the world. That's how long it would take to make new adult men, is my point. But if only women were left on the world, raising a new generation of men, just a world of gay men. Yeah, a world of gay men, women, non-binary folks. Straight men can come next generation again because they'll be babies now. So everybody who wants to get pregnant in the next 5 years gets pregnant. All the ones that are boys, they get to survive. Like, we're not sacrificing boys at birth. We're just getting rid of all the ones that are currently alive. So all my boys are good, okay? Well, in this world, I don't know. It would be a totally different world. That's the point, is that in 25 years, the way the world looks would be completely different. If all straight white men were just eliminated for one generation. I'm not saying I want them gone forever. I'm not saying genocide them. I'm saying we can bring them back. We just have to bring them back with the new rules, with the new socialization. That would be my dad and brother. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye, dad and brother. You'll survive it, because the world that will be left behind without them will be amazing. We will line them all up. This is not real. I'm joking. Stop being serious, internet. We can line them all up and plant a forest on top of them, a forest of fruit trees, so we can all visit our families. And then all the little boys will be raised by a bunch of strong, independent women in commune situations that will grow up as smart, genuine, feeling people. And then we just don't have to worry about it again. We could do it every 500 years. Just zoot out all the boys every 500 years. How about they all fight to the death, and whoever's left, that one person, can survive. They don't get any leadership role or anything, but they get to survive. My autism demands it. Fruit trees, that's hilarious. I mean, then we all have a reason to go visit the bodies. Because if we just eliminate them, it's like a lot. That's a lot to deal with. Okay, how about we yeet them into space? I love Alex. I wouldn't want this to happen. But if it happened, can you imagine the way the world would look in 25 years? I'm not saying women aren't trouble. Women are trouble. I'm just saying a group of women versus a group of men. I feel like the violence that comes from a group of women versus the violence that comes from a group of men, it's different. We just have a different way of being violent. Men murder people, rape the land, destroy things. Women probably could. I just don't think that a group, if there were, I just don't think that's what would happen. Click the like button if you also think all men should be eliminated from Earth.
Click the thumbs down button if you think all women should be eliminated from Earth. That way, if they dislike it because of the things I'm saying, then it'll look like they're disliking it because they think all women should be eliminated. And that would be funny. Yeet the billionaires first. Yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye now. How about yeet the billionaires, all of their money, and all of the gold in the world? Or we could melt down the gold and form it into a calf, like a baby cow. All the gold in the world. A giant baby calf. Wouldn't that be fun? That's a joke. It's a biblical joke, because that's what they did in Moses' time. They made a golden calf to worship. And then Moses came down and said, "A bitch, what? Stop. I have all these rules, and one of them, the main one, you're breaking it right now. Thou shalt not hold false idols before me." What do you think that golden calf is? And then they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And then Moses goes, "Excuse me? Literally number 2, thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain." And then they go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And then he says, "Again, you did it again." Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's home. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. There's 10 of them. Thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt not hold false idols. No, wait. Thou shalt not hold false idols. Thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt not murder, steal, covet wife, covet children, covet house. Thou shalt not. What else are you not supposed to do? You're not supposed to lie. Oh, thou shalt not bear false witness. That was lie. Adultery. Okay, wait. Don't talk about God bad. Don't have a false idol. Don't kill anyone. Don't steal. Don't lie. Don't want your friend's stuff. Don't want your friend's wife. I've got to... Oh, adultery. Don't adultery. There's 10. How can I be missed? How can I not know all of them? I know 8 of the 10. Thou shalt not... I don't remember. Help me out here, Christians. What are we doing? Joke's on them. God isn't his actual name. Joke's on them. God is not real. Old Testament God is kind of a combo of Baal and Yahweh. Esoterica has some dope vids covering biblical history and the previous traditions it came from. Honor thy mother and thy father. Thank you. Okay, that's 9. We need one more. I'm joking, by the way. I'm not trying to hate on my Christian folk. I'm just being silly. Joke's on them. God's not his name. Honor your mother and your father. That's 9. We need one more, folks. Is it like thou shalt not lend money? Is it some kind of racist one? Is it a racist one? Thou shalt not own slaves? Interesting that that's not one of them. 10 commandments. Interesting that rape is not one of them either. Thou shalt not rape. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. That's what we did. We forgot about Sundays. Lol, I literally broke the commandment because I forgot the commandment, which is don't forget this commandment. That's funny. LOL, that's cute. I made a little oopsie. Remember the Lord's day and keep it holy. I mean, no, but thank you for asking. The Bible actually says you can have slaves unless they convert. Yeah,
My point exactly. I feel like they should have that one on the 10. Thou shalt not own thou shalt not own God's children. Thou shalt not own God. If we are God's children, how am I allowed to own another one? Only God owns us. We're supposed to have free will. That's what God's all about. We have free will and we used it bad, and now we have to apologize forever. You gave me free will, I did a bad job, and now you're mad. Seems like your problem. You're the one that gave me free will. I love that you went to Catholic school and you forgot them. Gold. I am actually very happy that I forgot them, because I went to Catholic school and I grew up going to church every Sunday, and the fact that they've been able to bleed that out of my brain after all of those years of indoctrination makes me feel quite proud, quite happy, that enough of my life has happened since I stopped attending church that I'm able to forget parts of church. I feel like the amount of brainwashing that goes into organized religion bothers me. I don't care what you believe. I don't like that someone is kind of like hypnotizing you into that belief, you know? So I don't like that part, but I still know all of the culty songs, so don't you worry. I am also proud of you. Thank you, Sid. We are children. That can't be, trademarked or whatever. Children of the light, we are shining in the darkness of the night. Hope for this world. Joy through all the land. Touch the heart of everyone. Take everybody's hand. Everybody, please tell me you know that one. And if you were... What? You can't have it. That's Toby's food. Down in my heart. By the way, are you watching the clock or are you going longer? I definitely wasn't watching the clock. That's what happened, is that I stopped watching the clock. All right, do you want to see how far we got with this sleeve? Touch the heart of it. I like the one where it's wake up. The one that's a wake up song. How does it go? Not the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. No, not that one. The one where it's like, Laura, watch the clock. Lol. 12:14. It's fine. It's fine. I need to know that song first. The morning one. The Lord. How does it go? Wake up. No, get up. Wake up. That's not the one. Wake up. You want to do. Wake up. You want to do. Sorry, I got it wrong. No One is an Island. That's mine. I don't remember that one. I might. I don't know the titles of any of them. Unless the titles are are obvious. Like Children of the Light. Okay. Let me just finish here. System of a Down for the wind. For the wind. What is my vocab doing? Peekaboo, I keep seeing you poking around here. Don't you try... Yeah, I hear you. You want to come sit with me? Okay. Come here. Pika. Psst, 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 psst. I heard you meow. Where are you? Not you, Toblerone. You're just... Toby's lying in his dog bed right in front of the heater. Just like his brother used to. Just like his brother. Thunder used to like to lie in front of the heater because it's cold. Okay, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being here today. I hope you had a good time. And if you didn't have a good time, that's okay. This is a live stream. I'm not expecting you to have a good time. I'm expecting you to just chill, hang out, work on your craft. Ew, I literally just smelled your liver breath from that yawn, Toby. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Toodles till Friday. Yes, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Sorry that I'm kind of like a bummer, but we're working on it. We're taking our meds. We're going to therapy. We're doing yoga. So see you Friday. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, bye.